Hello, everyone. Hello. I am Trooper SJP, and this is the Academic Foxhole. Hey, everybody. It's Thursday. We're doing our Mac gaming. We're playing the Long Dark. I have logged in 133 hours of the Long Dark, is what Steam has told me. And we are going to get out of Pleasant Valley. At least I think it's called Pleasant Valley. But we have to go fishing first and get some food, or else we'll starve and die. But we've been doing really well. Also, I have a giveaway. It is Warhammer 40K Gladius Relics of War, which is a strategy game, and I'm going to give it away to somebody somewhere in the half point. And so there's this question: was I going to host Critical Role tonight? I'm one episode behind, and Carl's like, they're not even doing mainline episodes until June 30th. You can host even if you're behind. Hey, Lone Coup. Well, here's the thing. This is my transition week. I've got a graduation I have to attend tomorrow, and this is like my last week to get everything ready for the summer. And so I'm going to try to get, and also I'm going to be GMing a show next week, starting next week. So I've got a little bit of work to do, and then I feel like once it's all put to bed, I'll be back at hosting duties. Boop, boop, boop. Let me see. Hey everyone, it's good to see you all. So, time of gifts. Just finished your weekly session of Pendragon? Oh. I have never played Pendragon, but I have always wanted to because I have heard good things about it. Mixed things, but good things. It's one of those games. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know how I have a desire. It's something I want to do, and maybe I can get some of this done in the summer. We will see. We'll see. I have a desire to play historically important games and representative games of each major trend or genre in our hobby. And Pendragon has long been one of those games that I feel like is an important game. I feel like I have to play it. Do you know what I mean? So something I would really like to do
game.
is do that, you know? But that said, the name game. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F, or an M will appear. And then I say boo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fanner, and foe. Then I say the name again with an F very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. Then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. But if the first two letters are ever the same, I drop them both, then say the name like Bob. Bob drop the B's, Bo, Bo, Fred. Fred drop the F's, fo, red. Oh, Mary, Mary drop the M's, mo, airy. That's the only rule that is contrary. John U235. John U235, John U235. Banana, fana, fofon, U235. Fee, fi. No, that's not even right. John U235, John U235, Bobon U235, Banana Fana Fofon U235, Fee Fi Mo Mon U2345, 235, John U2345, no, John U235, John U235, John U235. John U235, John U235, Bobon U235, Banana Feta Fofon U235, Fee Fi Mo Mon U235. John U235, DSB, also known as Dahlia. Dahlia, Dahlia, Bobalia, Banana, Fana, Fofalia, Fifa, Momalia. Dahlia, Fegs 252, Fegs 252, Fegs 252, Bobegs 252, Banana, Fana, Fo, Fegs 252, Fifa, Momegs 252, Fegs 252, Melodious tier, Melodious tier, Melodious tier, Melodious tier, Banana Fana, Melodious tier, Fee Fi Mo Melodious tier, Melodious tier, GM Lee. GM Lee, Bo BM Lee, Banana Fana, Fofium Lee, Fee 5, Mo Miam Lee. GM Lee. The name game. Woo! Thank you, Time of Gifts, for all of those gift subs. Thank you so much. It is much appreciated. Hey, Roller, how are you? How are you? How are you? Okay, people said things. I want to see what's up. I want to see what people said. What we got? We got. Oh, Hawkeye thanked me for my Olivia Newton-John shirt. Thank you, Hawkeye. I saw her in concert actually at the Hollywood Bowl over in Los Angeles, and it was, oh gosh, I was gonna say it was just like a couple of years ago, but it's probably been like 15 years ago now, 15, 16, 17 years ago, something inappropriate like that. I don't know if it has the year on it. It was the Heartstrings World Tour. Let me see. It was 2004. So it's like 18 years ago. Inappropriate. Inappropriate. Anyway, point being, so it was like, what, 18 years ago. Olivia Newton-John had her first hit in like 1964. She was technically part of that whole like British invasion moment. She was quite young at the time, so she was like 16 or something. But point being that she is not young at this point in time. She's like Diana Ross's age. Like she and Diana Ross are around the same age, you know? Maybe she might be a little bit younger than Diana Ross, maybe. Anyway, her voice was excellent. Even though she's some age that is not 40. Her voice was excellent. The audience was amazing. The audience had people who were like far older than me in it, and people who were far younger than I in it. And it was just like really nice, you know. I just had like a great joy going to that concert. It was just actually going to Dinah Ross was similar, and it was like a huge age range of folks, and so that was very nice. But that said, the name game. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F, or an M will appear. And then I say Bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fanner, and foe. Then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. Then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Rissa, Bobissa, banana, fana, fofissa, fee, fi, mo, missa. Rissa, the name game. Woo! That's Rissa. Thank you for the resub. Our mod, one of our mods. Oh, I just need to remember. I need to go and chat with Jer about emotes. I have to do that. Yes, let me see. Carolyn says, pre-saying that I'm not available to win this prize this week because I already own it, which means Nightbot Carolyn is going to want to give it to you. I suppose, yeah, we're graduates again twice a year, every year. No, I Spunny, that's not normal. Normally, we only have one graduation. It's just that it's COVID times, right? So, the class of 2020 did not get to graduate in person because it was the height of the pandemic. And so last week was the graduating class of 2022, and this week is the graduating class of 2020. They're all going to come in and graduate in person, but we're not done with the pandemic, so I still think it's a bad idea, but nobody listens to me, so that's cool. Considering like every single person in my small seminar got COVID this semester, and a very large percentage of my large lecture class also got COVID, and we are all getting tested 3 times a week, and everybody's boosted and vaccinated. I kind of feel like maybe we should not pretend like we're done with this, you know. It's 2:35. 2:35. 2:35. Yes. John, you 2:35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by airlock combo. That's a good combo to have. Um, Hawkeye senses that Time of Gifts picked the name specifically as a diction test for Trooper. Perhaps. This is turning from cantata to calculus. Sometimes there's some calculus, right? Oh, Hawkeye says he's always loved Olivia Newton-John singing. She's got such a voice. She's got such like this very like pure tone. When you think about some of her songs, like from like the 70s, ooh, mm, beautiful. Hawkins, I remember from my junior high school days. Yes, right. Ice Buddy says, we are not spring chicken super. Buddy's feeling old today. I'm not feeling old. It's funny because 3 years, so weird it's been that long, right? Time flies by so fast, so fast. Have you posted Colas to YouTube? I have not. I'm doing that right after stream tonight. What I did do, but because Krellin reminded me, is I went and I took a shower because I took a bike ride earlier today. 8.5 miles. It was a nice way. I took a shower. I went and I had food, which was really nice. I checked my email, got irritated by it, but did not respond. Those were all things that I did. And so once the stream's over, I'm going to go and upload this stuff to YouTube and then respond to irritating emails. That's what I'm going to do. Lonku says, too early, right? My company opens up everything too. Yes, in-person meetings, business trips. It's totally frustrating. Thank you, Lonku. And we just had an email about like, let's have a faculty meeting on the 14th of June. Sure. And one of my compatriots is like, yeah, I'm going to be in Europe, so maybe we could do this via Zoom. And somebody else was like, yeah, but I just want everyone to meet in person, so maybe we could do hybrid. So like all the rest of us are in person, and then you're in Zoom, and then we can all have lunch. And I was like, if we're gonna meet in person, can we not have lunch so we're not all taking off our masks to eat in the middle of this meeting? Too early. I rank her like Karen Carpenter, very true, pure singing voice. Oh, Hawkeye, that was Hawkeye. Yeah, Karen Carpenter also was a very good drummer. She did both. Did you? I did have a nice bike ride. Hescape. The not this week, but last week, I did a 7 and some mile bike ride, but it was down Mass Avenue, which is this Massachusetts Avenue, which is this big street, which is a lot of traffic lights, a lot of traffic, and I didn't like it. So I found a route that avoided Mass Ave, and that was much better. And I got to like ride by the river, and it was very nice. And I actually also rode. Uh, what is it? Today's Thursday, right? So Tuesday, I rode the bike, and then today I rode the same route, which is like about 8.5 miles, and I rode it like faster, so that was really good. Partly it was because it was my first time riding that new route Tuesday, and I was like, oh, wrong turn, like working it out. But I'm feeling good about it actually. And my back decided to hurt, so old age is showing its signs. Well, I'll just say I knew a lot of people in the army who were 21 and had back problems. And they weren't that old. Rissa says, I want to go back and check the cast reaction of the radio broadcast. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes. Roller 300 says, Wibbly Wobbly, Frizzly Frazzly, DM struggles, or GM. Oh, do you have some GM struggles? You should tell me about it. Is it downhill? No, no, I try to make sure I did a route that was mostly flat. Um, but I had a little bit of uphill, a little bit downhill, but not too much. It was mostly flat. Skabanak says, okay, gotta go. What? Nephew has a T-ball game. Oh, yay! And it's very important that I'm there, apparently. I'm so excited. When you come back from this T-ball game, will you let us know how it went? How your nephew did? Just give us all the details. That will be exciting. So, what I want to tell you, there's a lot of things. There are a lot of things I wanted to tell you. Um, I'm gonna turn on this light. I don't think I need it, but I'm gonna turn it on anyway. When it gets darker. Uh, so I'll see if any kids would break down this game. Fair, that's a good one. Uh, Lonku says tomorrow's German Netflix starts with Stranger Things. Oh, no, no, I'm not a GM yet. Um, so T-ball is like baseball, but it's for little kids when they're still learning. So they have like they put the baseball on a stand, so the kids hit the baseball, but it's like stationary, just like sitting on a little pole. I think it's probably a softball, right? Sitting on the pole, and so the kids just have to hit it. But these are like little itty bitty kids, they're very young, and they just kind of run around the bases and all that. Scabernac says it's baseball for young kids where there's not a pitcher. They put the ball on a tee for the batter to hit. Yeah, you know. I went to see Garth Brooks, which I, by the way, I feel like I can just I feel like I can go to the game right now while we're chatting because we're gonna chat and it'll be fine. Right now, where we are in the game, in case you want to know, is we need to get food because we don't have any. That's where we are at. We are out of food. Like that's a situation that we're in. What we need to is go to that fishing. There's like a fishing pond, and I want us to go there and pick up food. Really is you know this is uh, where we're at. Speaking of which, why don't I just do some repairing while we're here, just to like you know um, just make things just a little bit just it'll uh, take up some space. You know what I mean? Like it will. We encumbered and gosh, oops. Yeah, part of me feels like I could probably um hold off a little bit.
Somebody's watching me.
I always feel that somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Whoa, I always feel that somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream? Bow. Hello, and thank you for that follow, Rivan Ashbearer. Are you the bearer of ashes? What ashes are you bearing? Do you know, there was a uh, competitive card game called uh, Phoenix Born. No, Ashes Rise of the Phoenix Born is what it was called. And it was very good. It was a very, very good card game. It was by Plaid Hat Games. They're the ones who do I think they're the ones who
Name
do
game.
um Dead of Winter. Very, very good. But that said, uh, roller perception check. I'm gonna see this. Let's see. Uh, I'll bask in your wisdom. Oh my goodness. We hunt Magikarps. Ooh, Magikarps. Hides behind a curl just in case someone tries to murder bunnies. Oh, I'm gonna murder all the bunnies. Uh, uh, Ashes Reborn. Oh, Ashes Reborn was the new version of it. The first version was Ashes Rise of the Phoenixborn, which I really liked, but then it was canceled by Plaid Hat Games, and then I think it was re-brought back by somebody else, and then Plaid Hat. Anyway, I do not yet have the new Ashes Reborn, but I would like to because that was a really, really good game. But that said, the name game. Come on, everybody. I say now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name. I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F. On M will appear. And then I say Bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fanner, and info. Then I say the name again with an F, very plain. Then a fee, fi, and a mo. Then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. I felt like Cher right there. Ice bunny, ice bunny, ice bunny, bo ice bunny, banana, fana, fo, ice bunny, fee, fi, mo, mice bunny. Ice bunny, the name game. Woo! Thank you for that gift sub, Void Smoker, who made such beautiful art. Oh, I wanted to make sure I updated that as well. Like, sure. So, what would you do if you could turn back time? Well, don't be meanix. If I could turn back time, if I could turn back time, you gotta swallow your voice a bit, like, because I feel like you could do the name game, and you could just like sing in the back of your throat and be a little bit share, just a little bit of share. Uh, share. I like a Botox face. Or I think of a gypsy tramp and a thief. I actually uh, uh, I saw Cher in concert. She was amazing. She was amazing. She looked amazing. It was she is also. Why is there a storm happening? just side note, why is there a storm happening? This is a question that I have. I'm not particularly excited by this storm that is going on. I'm also concerned I am not walking the right direction. I suppose it'll be fine. This is madness, is what this is. Yeah, Booktrust is magic and filler. No, no, no. When I said that she looked great, I meant her entire body looked great. She has clearly been working out. Don't reverse how it would be. Emag, eman, et. Yes, yes, it would be. Or just, in Pig Latin, I feel like would be the way to do it, uh, as one does. So this looks terrible. I just I just want you to know. Speaking of which, although if we're gonna say it backwards, you've got to do it that weird backward sounding way, which is like, yeah, 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 like that. Because it's look, I have watched some Twin Peaks in my life, is all I'm saying. And so now we need to go south as much as possible so that we can. Why? Why? Do you know what do you see what I'm saying to you? Why? Why is this happening? Also, do we have? Okay, I just heard a wolf. I also am seeing my heat diminish in a way that is distressing. But that's cool. Only Twin Peaks could master that craft. Oh, so good. Yes, I have also listened to some Missy Elliott. Do you hear how the wolves are not doing well in this blizzard? Which I suppose is good, right? Because then they'll leave me alone. I probably should not have gone out in this blizzard. But I did. Oh well. You can put Botox in other parts of the body too, says me, who on a bad day considers to get cut in half. Not to look like I'm not... to not look like I am not skinny. I don't think Botox... Oh, hello. Did you see that? There was a wolf there. Gonna note it. From Twin Peaks to Due South, the question is, why not? I don't think Botox makes you look skinnier. It just fills in wrinkles, but it doesn't make you look skinnier. So I need to head across this way. This is, I should not have gone out in this blizzard, is really what I'm trying to tell you. This was a poor choice. But I also could not wait around forever because, oh, hey, look, there's one of my fire things. Can't light that fire here. I was just going to say that, but I couldn't wait around because I didn't have, do I have a quick look? Do I have, I do. Why do this, oh, it's fine. Okay, we're going to just, we don't, I don't have time. I will freeze to death if I cut that. I will freeze to death. Okay, not what I want. Botox just tighten muscles up to make the wrinkles go. Yeah. I believe I did save, but again, sometimes bad decisions are made because look, you don't have enough food. Oh, come on in my house, come on. Come on in my house, come on. Come on in my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on in my house, I'm gonna give you everything. Atomica! Hey, Atomica! How are you? And also, Raiders, Atomica Raiders, welcome in. This is not a pipe. No, Atomica is technically getting cut in half. Which is why botulism kills you, paralyzes muscles, you can't breathe. Ooh, gee, where have I heard that before? Good question. Welcome in, Atomica. What were you streaming? Can we has brunch? Oh, I could love a brunch. Tom, Lucy Fate, what kind of conversation do we want? Oh, well, we were talking about a number of things. One, I made the choice to go and brave this weather. I have to basically have to get food, right? Or I would die. And unfortunately, there's a huge storm happening, and that storm is resulting in me getting hypothermia risk, and that's no good. Do you see what I'm saying to you? It is no good. It is the opposite of good. But I don't have to worry about that right now because Atomica just gave us bits. And you know what that means? That means when we get bits, we sing We're in the Money, as sung by Ginger Rogers in the film Gold Diggers of 1933, which means we sing it in Pig Latin. Y'all, you know the song We're in the Money? Like not in Pig Latin, but just in regular Latin. It's not even in Latin, it's in English. Do you know what? We're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. We're in the money, the sky is sunny. Old man depression, you're through, you've done us wrong. Oh, we never read headlines about breadlines today. And when we see the landlord, we could look that guy right in the eye. We're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. That's it in English, but then Ginger Rogers sings it in Pig Latin. So, Airway and hey, the anime. Airway and hey, the anime. Iwe at gele at way at way ixti ute at gele ang way. Airway and hey, the anime. Ede I skays are ani say. Oh man, the edition pray, we are a udre, you stay on way angry. Iwe every eat ray at leon say, ev way at rayon slay, ute day. And we see the end, the Lord will look left, the eye gay right in the eye. We're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. Thank you so much, Atomica, for that excuse to sing We're in the Money, because, I just generally want an excuse to sing that song, and that makes me overjoyed and happy. That is a true statement. Let me see, what we got? You're still working on Tunic. Mm-hmm. And the kind of Congo, but it will make you lose the last 10 kilos of skin. All right. What, the tummy tuck? I think. Let's see. Trooper wants to meet a frostman. Maybe I do. Hey, Tap Show, how are you? What have you been doing? 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 Hawkeye, weird coincidence. Gold Diggers was an answer to my crossword puzzle today. The theme of the puzzle was tap dancing. Ooh. Was Helena Powell one of the answers? Was Ruby Keeler an answer? Was Fred Astaire? Was Ginger Rogers? I want to know more. Ooh, Nicholas Brothers? 42nd Street? Summer weather? We're in the mana potion. Atomic says, so Trooper, I did an interesting thing a week ago with my RP world, and I wanted your opinion. I want to hear it. Let me know. Yeah, no, I'm going to stay hydrated. I've got this hydration. I'm going to stay there. Stacy and her mom heard we're in the money when she was up in Sequim, but it was due to 42nd Street. So here's the thing about that. We're in the Money is not in 42nd Street, the film. It's in Gold Diggers of 1933, the film. Yes, it's true that Dick Powell and Ruby Keeler are in both films, but they're different films. And We're in the Money is from Gold Diggers, not 42nd Street. So I just think it's so weird that when they made the musical, they just added, they just put it in there. Even though, like, what other songs from Gold Diggers did they add into 42nd Street? And how, like, is the musical, the Broadway musical 42nd Street, a mix of Gold Diggers and 42nd Street in terms of plot, or is it not? I have a lot of questions about the Broadway musical 42nd Street, which is basically like what are they doing there? I have questions. These are questions I have. Let's see. Fred and Ginger were Bill Robinson. Ooh, very nice. Trooper, I do want to know all the things. I do, Krellin. This is true. Tap Show, I've been doing a PoE league start and a bit of dancing and rock climbing. Ooh, rock climbing. Oh, nice. Where have you been rock climbing? And what kind of dancing? Ice Bunny says, I was at there is a kabuki play where one of the characters dances tap dance in goddess sandals. But I clearly should have just been here. No, you could go off and have a life on the outside of the world. Also rock climb. I was rock climbing in Germany. Atomic says, short detail. PCs ended up time traveling from Renaissance era to the future. This ended up causing them to take a suborbital flight. At the apex of the trajectory, I noted that they all lost connection to their magic as they got too far away from the planet, and it didn't return for a few minutes until they started to re-enter the planet. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. I think there are a number of sort of settings or systems wherein there is no mana in space, uh, because depending on where you think mana comes from, right? Absolutely, makes sense to me. How did your game go last night? Lindy Hop and Blues. Oh, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Nice, very nice. Um, watch out for Pandemic. The game went really, really well. Um, I was a robot, which I enjoyed very, very much. Uh, okay, y'all. We're working on getting to where we need to be. I was a robot. It was very nice. I enjoyed it very much. It's a neat system. It's a dice pool system. You're wanting to get sixes. It's got like kind of like a bit of a sanity mechanic, a shock. They call it shock, a shock mechanic, which I think is good times. I appreciate that. Um, I like it. I think it's a good system. I would like to play it more to get a vibe of it. I mean, I did kickstart it, so uh, you know, I will have it. Um, I'm one of those. I used to Lindy all the time. Um, I was Lindying before blues became a thing, right? Because the blues craze basically happened. I was Lindying in the late '90s and mid to the. I mean, I actually started Lindying in the early '90s, late '80s, but I was Lindying. I started Lindying again late '80s to the mid 2000s ish, and blues dancing was not yet a thing. I was going to say something provocative, but I won't say the provocative thing. I was going to say a provocative thing, but I won't. I'll just say it was not yet a thing. It did not yet become a thing yet. Um, so I was not blues dancing. But when I got to Wood and Mary in 2008, blues dancing was a thing. So somewhere in between when I sort of stopped Lindying sort of heavily and when I got to my first job at William and Mary, blues dancing became a big thing. And look, I'm going to tell you right now, I feel like I don't have enough. Okay, so here's what's what. I really want to chop up this tree because I feel like I need it for for the fire that I'm about to make, but I also think if I do I might die. So, we're going to just try and see what happens. Like we're going to see if I die. I didn't. And the blizzard stopped. So, we're good. I feel like life is great. We'll just go in here, uh, go fishing, cook up some fish. Like it'll be fine. We will work it out. I think. Um. Anyway, I'm gonna go get food. Oh, please do. Come back if you will. But go get food. Also, it looks like there are no wolves around, so I'm gonna just go in here and close this door. And I'm slowly warming up, which is great. And we're gonna just chat while we fish. This is what we're gonna do. Um, if only laugh live Lindy. It is true. What shelter are you pointing Ostra to? The fishing hole. So that we can fish a little bit, so we can actually get food because we don't have any food, which is the oh no, my line snapped. Which is the problem, right? Is that we don't have any food, and that lack of food is going to be a problem.
The sun is setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon. I
Ooh.
paid a horse.
Yeah, I know. I know. Okay, so uh one more hour of fishing. One more hour of fishing. We'll see what we can do. We'll have to probably fish in the morning because again, right? Let's see. It wasn't recognized appropriately, is what you're saying. Uh, no, uh, no, that's not what I'm saying. Uh, it's all about the stories we tell ourselves. It's all about the stories we tell ourselves. And there are stories that people find very important. Um, we pretend plus survive. Seeing how dancers introduced me to this channel, I guess I do a lot of lurkers. Yes. Lindy tends to do her own stuff on Monday, Tuesday, yet sometimes she helps. It is true. It is true. The thing is, the blues dancing scene for a really long time was very invested in believing that the blues dancing that they were dancing was historically accurate, and it's not. They just basically made it up. Um, they just basically made it up, which, it's fine to make things up. But oh no, y'all, I do not have my pot. I left my pot in the in the I left my pot at the town hall, so I don't have it, which is a bit of a bummer. But yeah, it's like there's this whole investment in like we're dancing exactly the way they danced back in the day, and this is the historically accurate blues dance, and none of that is actually true. But you know, um, that's just how that is what I'm gonna say about that. Um, oops,
I'm gonna
oops.
need to eat soon.
Our our we ran out of fish. What I'm gonna do right now is eat so that I'm not completely starved. Drink, sleep until the morning, and then fish some more. Is I think just what we're gonna have to do because yeah, I think that's gonna be what it is. Yeah, yeah, we'll do that. Uh, he left the pot. No wonder we've been cruising, right? Because the pot's kind of heavy. Oh, I see. Thank goodness for the people spread the good word these days. Uh, uh no, I didn't lose it. I didn't lose it. I left it so that I would be carrying less, because I was trying to be responsible. Uh, yeah, yeah. Uh, Yeah, no, and the thing is that people are like, people are really invested. Many people are invested in thinking what I'm doing is historically accurate and it is what it was like in the past. Um, but it's often not true. It's often a fantasy of some sort.
What do you know?
And so
I survived another night.
I'm always really interested in the ways in
I'm
which
not gonna be
people
able to carry this load for much longer.
make up stories. Ooh, my fishing line snapped. Not great. The ways in which people make up stories about the past, like it's about the ways that people are invested in imagining that they are being completely historically accurate when what it is just it's a particular fantasy that makes them
Can you eat trees? Cause I'm gonna.
feel good in certain ways. Do you know what I mean? And I'm always very interested in those fantasies, but they are fantasies. And oh, I have no tender, everybody. That's not good. I think that won't be a.
Find food.
No. I think it'll be fine because I think. Ooh, look at. Oh gosh. Uh, okay. Well, we're going to take off these clothes that are super super wet. We are going to. Uh, yeah, we'll just do that a little bit. Yeah, yeah. Wish we could say that dance is no longer appropriative. It still is. So a lot of that still have change needed. Yeah, yeah. And that's always something that's always also made me feel uncomfortable about the blues dancing scene. Is that especially the early blues dancing scene? It was an awful lot of let's go dance the sexy, sexy dance in a way that was like pretty fetishisticky, fetishisticky, fetishy, fetishisticky,
Come on,
fetishisticky.
Fire.
And I was like, I don't feel like super comfortable with the amount of weird, like, and it's all the same old story. You know what I mean? Like this is not a new story. There's a long history of of this particular style of fetishization. So, it's you know how it is. It is
Come on to my
it
house.
is what it is. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you everything. Boo ba doo ba doo boo boo ba doo ba doo boo boo ba doo ba doo boo ba doo ba doo ba doo. Diesel Shot, Diesel Shot, how are you? It is good to see you. I was over on Diesel Shot's channel just last night playing, the Crying Stars, changing stars. No Crying was the name of the adventure, and it was delicious
Barely
and
walked with this much gear.
wonderful and awesome in every way. And if you've not, you should go look at it. There's the Kickstarter still up, so you should absolutely 100% look into it. What were you doing, by the way, Diesel? Like, what was up? What was happening? What were you doing? What were you streaming? I want to know. Is that why Bavarians turned into stereotype Germany? That's something slightly different, and there's also more than one stereotype of Germany, sadly. Not all of them are. There's more than one stereotype of Germany, is what I'm going to say about that. So, you know, you know, yeah, I'm going to say that. By the way, I came here to go and get food, and I don't have any anymore, and that's awful. Um, oh, you know what? Um, I don't have any more. My water died. Let me see what's going on. We do not how it is. Let's pick all the pockets. Yes. Hello, all you raiders. Um, yes, Diesel Shot. Oh, you're prepping for tonight's game. Ooh, what are you doing tonight? There were hot rods and soda jerks, which was like the most perfect thing ever. Blame Tales from the Grim. I was worried the inclusion of a soda jerk culture would feel out of place, but I think we were already rocking the retro vibe. Yeah, no, and it also it was great. I actually was very happy for the soda jerk because it totally tied into the film, of course, Veer Hot Rods, because that was absolutely right there. It was perfect in every way. In every way. Yeah, I was just mentioning how I liked the shock system and how that worked. I thought was really good. Also, by the way, there's a blizzard outside, and we are losing heat. Uh, that's no good. Why are we losing heat like this? And why is this my life right now? I don't like it. I just want to share that with you. Um, you did miss the soda jerks last night. There was a soda jerk and everything. They're investigating the murder of a biochemist helping Marai Ronan get the pheromones they need, and trying to recover their lab equipment. Oh, by the way, we're going to just add some fuel to this fire. And where did... Oh, dang it. By the way, I just realized something awful. I just realized that I took off all these clothes. Oh, no, it's fine. They're no longer frozen, so I think we're good. We're good, everybody. Life is happy, full of joy. There is no badness. But I should probably cook some more water because I kind of messed up last time. Uh, yeah, you know, and okay. How much time do we have here? We have an hour. Okay, fair. Okay. Um, they're not official marshals or anything, and it's less about finding out who done it and more
This gear.
getting the goods back to the peeps through
It's getting dark out here.
the shortage.
I'm looking
Oh,
for shelter.
oh, interesting. That's cool. That's cool. Um, Marai get rather depressed without a hive queen. Oh. Um, So it's even worse in the scenario. Hive is a Mirai flotilla akin to Battlestar Galactica of Ronan, aka Hiveless Mirai. Oh. Yeah, I would like, yeah, so the thing is, I am a little cold. I need more food. Like, I need a lot more food than I currently have. And, yeah, this is sort of my... Because I want to leave town, right? I want to leave town. My fishing line snapped. Uh, and I have no... Okay, well, we're done. Because have no more fishing materials. All of my fishing stuff is broken. Which... Well, we're going to go to sleep, wake up, deal with that. That's what we'll do. Uh, I can relate to being cold and needing food. Yes. They're my very, very driving needs. Look, I am a fan of having food and also um, sleep and being warm. All right. Oh, we should save. We should just save, by the way, just because this is our goal. In case people want to know, we want to head all the way back to the city hall, the town hall, cook all this fish we have, which I don't know how much we actually got, but we ran out of fishing tackle, so we're kind of done. Although, you know what? We could theoretically make it back to this barn and then make some more fishing tackle. I think we might, if we could do that. Can we? We need to be able to... yes, we could actually. So we're going to go and... Yeah. We're actually going to go back up to that barn, make some fishing tackle, because that's the only workbench in the area, make it back to the town hall, cook everything, figure out what we can drop, what we can't drop, and then leave town. This is our goal. And I am feeling like we can do it. Also, there are some... It looks like there's a carcass over there. Which... Interesting. Yeah, we're going to stop by the barn. We're going to just sort of hit the barn while we're there. Because it'll probably be useful. Okay, so... Diesel Shot, I have a question for you. Because I'm curious, and I feel like you can... Just don't stop for a call with your murder acquaintance. Well, when the murder acquaintance calls, what can you do about it? Diesel Shot, if you're here, I have a question for you. So, the manuscript for Change Stars is on the Google Docs, and it's just written like a regular file. Are you planning on formatting it? I don't know if that's the right word. Probably not the right word. Are you planning on typesetting it? Formatting it? You know what I'm talking about, right? Yourself? That's my question. I think people use InDesign for... What is it called? What is it called? The thing that I'm talking about. What's it called? What's the thing called? By the way, I feel like I shouldn't, but I'm going to break this down. It'll probably cause me to be a little bit hungry, but it's going to be our life. Typesetting. Typesetting, is that the thing that I'm thinking of?
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
I know. But we have got to have extra wood because we're probably going to be spending the night at the... We'll probably be spending some time at the barn. Maybe at least just a little bit. So is that what they use? Is that what they call it? Formatting, typesetting. Page layout. Thank you, Rissa. That's the word I was looking for. Page layout. That was it. I was looking for page layout. Also, there are wolves over there. And I would like to avoid hanging out with them because they are not
Anything.
my friends. So, uh, yes. Yes. Uh, if those wolves are, yeah, they probably will. But I'm also wearing like this special wolf jacket, which reduces, like, which gives me a bit more leeway on them. Maud, oh, hey, that's a great heart, by the way. That's really nice. I like that heart. Also, speaking of, I have this soda, and I'm going to drink it because the soda gives me some calories. Uh, the only reason Flensburg is known in Germany is because of the Kraftfahrbundesamt, and Beate uses Orion sex shops, and neither is stereotypical. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm just saying that there are multiple stereotypes for Germany. One of them is the sort of Bavarian Lederhosen and all of that. No, no, I didn't. I was not blaming you for your. I was not. I was in no way blaming you for my misfortune. Because also, I don't even think I have a bunch of misfortune, so I think I'm fine at all. I was not in the least bit blaming you because you have nothing to do with my situation whatsoever. You are only positive. I'm just looking out for wolves because I know that they're hanging out. I know it. Um, will a full metal jacket keep us warm? Probably not. Sadly, metal is cold. We are trying to make it actually back up to that barn. Oh, look over there. That's where the city hall is. But I want it. But I'm out of fishing tackle. All right. Uh, hello, Dennis. How are you? Because somehow I'm to blame for you not. No, no, no. You are not at all to blame. Not at all. Long johns are better than laserhosen. Maybe in this situation, but laserhosen are pretty awesome. Also kind of expensive, but they are pretty awesome. Just gonna note my love of lederhosen. That's all. I was in no way. Speaking of which, we probably are gonna have to eat just a little bit. We do have a bunch of fish though. Like we have a bunch of fish that is a little heavy, but we have a bunch of fish, and I think we'll be fine. We just have to go and I don't want to leave without having these fishing tackle because we might need it, and it'll also reduce some of our weight. That's fine. Yeah. So I don't know if Diesel Shot's still here because I wanted to know about typesetting. I was thinking about software. Do you remember PageMaker? There used to be a bunch of desktop publishing software back in the day, and there is less now. Same thing with database software. There used to be lots and lots of what was it? What was the big one that Mac used to use? It was I can't remember now. But there used to be a lot of these sort of like not enterprise level, but like just home user level sort of database software, which we don't really have that much anymore. PageMaker, so that's a throwback. Shareware, yeah. Rissa asked, status of tier tonight and how late you plan to stream. I have 2 hours before I have to dash. So Hawkeye's hosting Critical Role, so I've got to go and deal with, get some stuff done for the game that I'm running on starting on Wednesday over at Laugh Love Lindy's channel, which I'm going to be very excited about. And then I'm probably going to be streaming until like, I don't know, 9:20 maybe, around there. And also, why is there a wolf at that spot? Like, why do these wolves hang out where I don't want them to hang out? You know? That and DBS. Oh, yeah. Hawkeye's hosting. Yeah. I do. I have. Look, I've got two things I've got to do. I've got to deal with like academic irritatingness, that is irritating. That is what that is. But also, I've got to get a little bit of stuff done for this game that starts on Wednesday, and also set myself up for some success for Colas tomorrow. Yeah, Microsoft Office also used to have a database program. Absolutely. Oh no, I'm totally done with grading. Grading is done. I used to use Quark. Yep. Quark 2. And apparently there's not a lot of software in that range anymore. right? So I was looking for database stuff. I think, yeah, and people use, I think they use, what do they use now? They use FileMaker Pro? Yes. So one of the things I noticed was that I was like, yeah, I need to do some database stuff. They're like, oh, use SQL. I was like, but that's all online. And this is like secret information of grad students, and I do not want that online. I want that in an offline relational database. But if I were going to do that, I'd probably use FileMaker Pro and create my own. Like, yeah, there's a little bit of a gap. It seems like you're having trouble. Would you like assistance? Oh, I feel like if there isn't, there should be a horror movie where Clippy kills you somehow. I'm not quite certain how Clippy would kill you, but you know, like I just feel like there should be a way for that to be a thing. I think. Uh, Death to Clippy. Like I'm sure there's some way you could do it, right? In some exciting way. By the way, I realize I am. I should be, you know, on my way back and all, but I just want to get to this. Because I've got all the fish that need to be cooked. I want to make fishing tackle so that I can fish, since it's one of the more reliable ways for me to get food. More reliable than shooting wolves that are after me. And I don't want to leave town without having fishing tackle. Because I don't know what's going to happen once we leave this place. So I want to have everything as set up as possible, is my goal. You can install SQL Express locally. Comes with Visual Studio. Oh, hey Schmelzer, how are you? Ah, interesting. Okay. All right. There's a slasher murderer, and the final girl managed to get to a PC, and tries to use it to get help, but Clippy pops up and prevents her from getting the help. Why is Clippy so terrible? That's what I want to know. I mean, they're making a Winnie the Pooh horror movie, so anything is possible. That's because Winnie the Pooh is now in the public domain, so people can now do stuff with Winnie the Pooh that are not Disney, which is pretty awesome. I mean, good on him. You know what I mean? You go for it. Do your thing. That's what I'm going to say. Yes, we're going to do our very best while we're in here to do a little bit of crafting. I don't know how much we can craft, but we'll do our best. What OS are you going to have said DB on, and where will the DB be located? Well, it would be Mac OS, and I would want the database to be located on my computer. Because I don't want the internet to have access to the, like, secret information about, like, you know, grad students' phone numbers and data, like their private data. I would like that not to be on their internet, so that the internet cannot get access to my grad students' data. But, you know, it would be like a database that I would, like, you know, give to other directors of graduate studies. But I will note this: I am currently not the director of graduate studies anymore, so I don't have to worry about this at this moment. But sooner or later, I'm going to become the director of graduate studies again, and in that case, I really should figure out how best to do this so that I can do this. But also, my SQL, by the way, I'm going to go and, silly, I see you. But also with my SQL, you have to actually program the database from scratch, as opposed to pre-made database programs, which is just like a little frustrating. Like, and luckily I have taken computer programming classes, so I know how to do that. But it's still a bit of a surprise to me that these things don't really exist anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like, I find that odd. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I just find it odd. But that said, the name game. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name. I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F. Or an M will appear. And then I say Bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fanner, and foe. Then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. Then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Milithiel. Milithiel, oh. But if the first two letters are ever the same, I drop them both and say the name. I like Bob. Bob drop the B's, Bo, Arb, or Fred. Fred drop the F's, fo, red, or Mary. Mary drop the M's, mo, airy. That's the only rule that is contrary. Milithial, but Milithial, banana, fana, for Milithial, fee, fi, mo, Elithial. Milithial, the name game. Thank you for that resub. Yay. Clippy would totally kill you by trepanning. Yeah, through the tear duct psychically with a computer cable. Yes, absolutely. Now I need to see that. Now I need to see that movie. That's what I need to do. That's all. Let's see, Krellin, it looks like you're calling for help. Allow me to interfere with that because you're going to die here. See, I think that'd be so good. I should eat a thing. Yes, I had to get that done first. Meanwhile, Clippy was an XP to a paranoia adventure elsewhere. Oh, yes. Let's see. What? Not even clicking. Oh, to the root in the hoop. Hey, roller. Probably for the best. It stills with an annoying audio track and in no way inspires one to watch it. Did I save, by the way? I feel like I did. Yes, I feel like I did. Also, I am feeling like a motherless child. No, I'm going to, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and actually get some herbal tea. And that herbal tea will give me a little, like a small amount of calories, which hopefully will be enough for us to get back to the town hall. Because I would rather not cook here if I can help it. Oh, man. So we're going to try. This is going to be our goal. Our goal is going to be to try to make it, although we'd move faster if we ate now. No, don't want to do it. 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 Want to just make it back to town hall, cook everything, take care of our business, and then be done with it. This is my goal. We need to go this way. So this is going to be, we're going to try, this is our goal. We're going to see if we can do this. I mean, we are very hungry. If worst comes to worst, we can eat the raw fish. I would prefer not to because I think you get more calories if you cook it. So, let's see. Who knew YouTube has a throat singing station? Ooh. This makes me unusually happy. Oh. I did make the fishing hooks. I did. I was very, very fast about it. If you see, where are my fishing hooks? See, I've got 4 fishing hooks and some extra hooks as well. So I'm feeling good about it. Dennis says, this is a bit off topic. For this place, nothing's off topic. That is my feeling on that. Let's go this way. But you were approached by a major media company to be an advisor on their show. And I usually don't do these things, but I'm thinking about it. What do you think? Oh, well, I have some thoughts on that. I have some thoughts. I will give you those thoughts. My thoughts mostly comprise of questions that I would want to ask first, actually. Dear Lord, MS SQL can be used on Mac as long as it's in a Docker container. You're in times, aren't we? Maybe. So here are my questions. Does this show have a good reputation? Do you feel as if the production company is reputable? Because you don't want to go and give your time and advise if the show's going to be sketchy. Do you think they will listen to you? Do you get a good vibe off of them? I'd say if you think the show is not going to be sketchy, might as well check it out. That's what I would say. But you always just have to watch out, just like, Also, I will note that producers are really good at saying things that make them seem not sketchy, but yet then they are still sketchy, so, be aware. But, I mean, I would basically look to see if the show itself has a good reputation, or the production company has a good reputation, what their track record is. See if you can see any of the things they've done before. And if the things they've done before seem pretty decent, yeah. Because I'll tell you what, I've said yes to some TV shows and I've said no to some TV shows. There are some TV shows I was like, no, I'm not working with you because you're sketchy. And there are some TV shows I was like, okay, I'll work with you. You seem all right. So that's what I would say. Hoop this troop. Yes. So yeah, my take on that is try to figure out what they've done before, check those things out, see if the stuff they produce is stuff that you feel comfortable with. Because you would, I mean, I don't know about you. I mean, they'll pay you, right? Which is never a bad thing. But I just don't generally. I just want to make sure that, like, I'm not going to work with something that is going to be exploitative, if not of me, of somebody else. You know what I mean? So that's just my take on it. But if you say yes, you do your due diligence, and they end up being sketchy, there isn't much you can do about that because, you can advise, but they don't always have to listen, is what I would say. Content provisional. Yeah. By the way, we're going to get to this town hall before we starve to death. We'll be fine. We'll get there. We'll eat up. We might have to. Why are there wolves here? Those are my feelings about wolves. I just wanted you to know it. That I am not excited about the large number of wolves and my smelly fish. Those are all things that I'm not particularly excited about. So here's what's what, y'all. We are going to eat a raw fish. Uh, these raw fish are going to be... Here, this one. Oh, no, I don't want to be sick, so we're going to not eat the raw fish. We're just not. We're going to just head out. Oh, you know what I can do? Hold on. I can drink some coffee. The coffee will at least get me a little bit of calories, so I won't be in, like, death's door. And, you know, yes. The show doesn't have a reputation completely new. I will say it's a major streaming service. Okay. My thoughts have always been that people in my position don't really belong in Hollywood. Oh, I don't know if that's true. Oh, come on, wolves. No. Um, they're offering a super good contract in my favor regarding the script and whatnot, but it's for multiple shows, so they'll be locked in for a few years. Um, Raw fish gives you gut worms. You know what though? Here's the thing. I don't think it's true that people like you don't belong in Hollywood. Hollywood is just a place, right? With all sorts of people in it. Um, Hollywood is full of a wide variety of folks. Why is that wolf green? Uh, with all people from all different walks of life and all sorts of different experiences. And if they're reaching out to you, it's because they theoretically value your expertise and they want to hear what you have to say. If it feels like something you might be interested in doing, if you think you can do good work, then I would recommend you do it. We're going to save right here, just in case, because we don't know what those wolves are doing or what they're about, or why they're sprinting like that. I don't like it. Yeah. Community matters. Yet I will honestly admit I was blessed with Tripper's SV's presence elsewhere. Where? Roller. Y'all, I have questions about what's happening this summer. We will see. We will see how it goes. We will see how it goes. Uh, oh, restart. Go ahead. I hope There are options for the summer. We're gonna find out. Anyway, Dennis, here's what I'm gonna say. Look, if it's a reputable service, you might be able to find out who the production company is, or if it's for the service itself. That's interesting. Oh, yeah. Encounter Weave, lovely. They're great. Um, yeah, I would say generally speaking, if you're an advisor for a place, you have a chance to make a difference. Hopefully, I mean, like they may not listen to you, but at least you have the chance of making a difference, so that you can say, "Hey, this is not right. Um, there's a better way to do this, or this wouldn't happen." Um, Workday's done. Time to change computers. I remember there's so many times when I really wish they would have consulted me about certain things. Sorry. Like I really dislike watching sci-fi shows that are military sci-fi, and they use the word "sir" to refer to female officers when you would call them "ma'am" and not "sir," and it frustrates me very much because female officers are referred to as "ma'am" and not "sir." And I wish they would have consulted me on that one or anyone because it's ma'am. That's all. Just a note. It's one of my pet peeves. Also, their haircuts being wrong. Oofity oof oof. Yeah. Look how. Yeah, Ostrid is super hungry. Um, we're just like right there's the town hall. So once we get there, we can make food on a much better stove, and I think we'll be fine. We are out of tea and coffee, however, but you know we'll be okay. No. Officers get weird about that. They like being called sir and ma'am. They don't. Officers are particularly weird about things. Um, you might call a sergeant boss, but probably not. Maybe, depending, because sergeants are a little bit. They're well. Look, I was a sergeant, so I'm not going to get into bias about how we're better. But even though we are, just note that I have feelings about it. That's all I'm going to say. Um, yeah, let's defrost this prob like a boss. Yeah, I hated being called boss in Bali. Oh yeah, well I imagine there's certain dynamics that would make boss feel a lot less good. You know, I could imagine that being the case. All right, y'all. Here is our town hall. We are gonna go in there. We're gonna cook water and food. We're gonna eat our fill. We're gonna find out what time of day it is. We're gonna deal with the rest of our stuff, and then we're gonna leave town. Oh, it looks like I'm slowing down, huh? I'm getting tired because I'm probably yeah. I don't have my great carrying capacity bonus, but we're gonna take care of that, and we're here. We're here, so we're good. Don't call me sir. I work for a living. Exactly. Because that's the thing about. I was going to talk about class and the military is what I was going to do at that moment. Oh, wood burns more slowly when it's extremely cold. Interesting. Uh, Hail hydrate. Oh, speaking of hail hydrate, I should probably hydrate. I'm gonna while we're. Hey, where's my pot? Hey, where's my pot? Have you seen it anywhere? Y'all, what if I don't have my pot anymore? What if I don't have my pot? Y'all, I think I don't have a pot. And if that is true, I'm going to be very sad because I would really like my pot. Pots are very, very practical and awesome, and a lack of a pot is less practical and less awesome. And I think I don't have a pot. Y'all, where did my pot go? Ooh, hey, look, there's a pot here. There's a bunch of stuff here. What is it doing here? Uh, that's cool. I'm gonna just grab this pot. Uh, uh, this is a bunch of stuff that Everyone, I have feelings about that. All right, let's start a fire. Um. mm, 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 mm. Uh, I also worked really hard not to be an NCO in the Navy. Uh,
Come on,
why?
little fire.
Why? Why, Millie? No rear guard. I was introduced about this by my boss, who recommended me.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's add some fuel. Let's do 2 hours worth of fuel in here, and then we're gonna cook. Is what we're gonna do, because we are going to put a lot of fish on this amazing stove, and then I'm going to feel really good about my life, just for the record. I wish we had, it's, there we go. Okay. And, yes, okay. While that's happening, my big thing is that I was told I might have to be on camera for certain bits of one of the show. I was a sergeant as well in the Marines, and I was really close with my lieutenant and called her boss. Then I married her a few years later. I also didn't date her when we were in the same command, obviously. It meddled a huge particular. NCO sounds like some healthy, nasty drink, but very healthy. No, non-commissioned officer. She was your lieutenant as a pilot program for female officers. Oh, interesting. In what? Because I knew some female officers way back in the 90s, so it must have been something different, like a different program. Interested in which one it was. I'm gonna eat this, by the way. And what do we have? We have take this. 9 minutes already. Okay, okay. Sorry, I'm not being very engaging. I know I usually chat too much. No, you don't. But I'm trying to get a start on the RPG Journal for Wednesday's game tonight. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Ready, ready. Okay. I don't understand people at all. I have zero desire to be responsible for the actions of people whose motivations I seem to be incapable of comprehending. Do you still call her boss? I mean, for me, it's all about. For me, it's all about wanting to keep people safe, right? And being able to yeah, like for me it's about keeping people safe, wanting to make sure that people, basically to keep people safe and make sure the mission's doing well, because I care about people's well-being, and you know how it is. Let's say the Marines are very stingy regarding women even today. Oh yeah, no. The women Marines I knew were exceptionally badass, but then again, they also had to be because the Marines weren't always so great for women. You know what I mean? Not always the greatest for women, so they had to be
Carry this load for much longer.
exceptionally hardcore. We're gonna go and eat. I feel like we're not gonna have as much food as I would like, which that is what it is. I think we're gonna end up having basically one massive fish that we can. That one massive fish is what I think. Also, while we're here, we might as well see if we can cook cook a coffee, right? Because I think and a tea. So we'll just get that sort of going. Yeah, I will just say that. Yeah. Yeah. Torchbearer is in the dark to where we last left off. I'm almost feel like we are going to be... Look, I think we're going to be okay. You know what I mean? And then we just have to wait for this to boil. Oh, no! Dang it. I'm going to have to start a... I have no... Oh, hey, you know what? I've got tinder over here. There's tinder in this cabinet, if I remember correctly. There are these books, and they start fires really well. So... No. Wait. Oh, they don't. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just, oh, we might have to spend the night, but I don't want to. But I do want to finish this water. So, why don't we... I don't know if we should leave right now or wait till the morning. This is like actually a massive conundrum, because I want us to get moving so that we don't waste a lot of food, but I'm going to add some fuel, and I'm going to add... I've got a bunch of torches. I'm going to add... These torches do not add a lot, but the sticks do. So... Okay, we need 46 minutes, so we need another 5 minutes. So let's add... We're going to add some torches. All right, 46, 44. This should be good.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot of water and a lot of gear, but I feel like we are in that... Oh, y'all. I have some questions about what we should be doing here. We're going to save, is what we're going to do. We're going to just save. That's it. What's the weather situation like out? I don't know. I hope it's not too bad. We'll just have to check. Millie says, I always saw people around me doing stupid things that I couldn't understand. I was scared enough just being around them. Then people wanted to put me on the hook for the stupid shit those people were doing. Hell, they tried to send me to OCS twice from boot camp. Yeah, I made my sergeant real fast, and you know, I didn't even want to be a boot squad leader. I worked my ass off to dodge boot commander. They wanted me to be the real thing. Hey, not everybody wants to take on the responsibility of leadership. I personally was okay with it because it mattered to me. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking what we do is replace the things that are low quality for things of higher quality, and do our best, right? I think this is what we probably do. Okay, let's see. We're gonna need some better... these antibiotics. We're gonna need this antiseptic. I'd like to take...
leave some of this gear behind.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Dang it. Oops. Sorry about that. I've taken everything. Everything now is in my bag, and that was not what I wanted. So we're going to stop that. We're going to try to get rid of... Yeah. I am very sorry about the excessive. I took everything and I didn't actually mean to. So we will do our best to get rid of the things we don't need. Let's so sorry. I hit the wrong button and it sometimes happens. And maybe we can get ourselves down to something appropriate. Um Ooh, gosh. Okay. Rifle shell casings, we don't need that. I do think we need these. We're gonna end up carrying more than is probably a good idea. But I kind of don't know if there's a lot of a way around that is what I'm gonna say. Okay, well, we are over encumbered, but why don't we see if we can, like repair stuff? Let's see. I'm 50 and I still have regular leadership like the plague. Hey, not everybody wants to be a leader, because then you are responsible for people, and not everybody wants that responsibility. Uh, I'm going to repair those. I actually think you can't repair while in the dark. Seriously? Okay, well, how about if we... we're going to see if there are more things that we can dump while we're here. Like, we don't need these... We might need the arrowheads. Oh, we have a bunch of things we can dump. I don't know what I was looking at. I'm so sorry about that. I was like, where did all these extra things come from? Like, we don't need 2 pots, and I... What in the world was I looking at, anyway? Um... The trooper's subconscious wants to make sure he leaves over encumbered. No! Replace cheese with... I'm fondue of that... Oh, I love a good cheese. There is a pattern of encumbrance in this room. I'm trying to, like, unencumber myself. And these are emergency stims. We'll get rid of one of those. We're going to get rid of some of this stuff that we clearly don't need, cannot use as much of. Some things we're going to have to keep, some things we can ditch. But, so here's the thing. I don't think, you know what? It's not what I want to do. It's not what I want to do. We're going to save. We're going to save. And this isn't what I want to do. But we're going to go to sleep so that it's daytime. I would rather leave in the middle of the night, but I don't think we can do that. So, there we go. We're going to just sleep for like 7 hours. We'll be fine. I keep ending up being the leader in my gaming groups, even when I don't try to be. That was Krellin. Rissa says, I've told every manager I have had that I do not want to manage people. Mentor, coach, sure. Manage? Hell no. I don't mind it. Every leadership experience I've had has been bad for me experientially. When you were the leader, like every experience you had when you were the leader was no good for you? The question is, can we repair things now? Oh, come on, don't be dark yet. Come on. Well, let's see. We can't repair. Let's see what we can do while we're here. I don't know, because we have too much stuff on right now. But I know that we can get rid of some of this stuff. I know we can get rid of some of this stuff. Before we decide to go full, let's get rid of all the things. I know that we can. So, because we just need to go. Oh, dang it! How close are we to? Hold on, go back there. Um, let's see. You'd love the joke Crit Witch and I have about you and me in my stream last night. What was it, Hawkeye? Uh, for me, leadership leads to breakdown. Uh, oh, well, then you shouldn't be a leader. I'm not even pushing for it. Did Chipper get the taste of the unencumbered life and get hooked? No, I'm trying because I know that like we have to go to a new space, and so I'm trying to, I know because I sometimes when you get to the new space, when you try to get to the new space, they make you dump stuff, and I don't want to. I want to be mindful of what we're dumping, what we're not dumping. I keep getting killed in Skyrim because I would take the wrong patch and fall off the mountains. We joked that if we ever game together, that Trooper would overload and I would lose her dust falling. Oh, I jump off of cliffs all the time too, so I feel like both. Sometimes you just want to jump off of a thing and see what will happen. It is unfortunately not daylight yet, and I cannot repair in the dark. I cannot. Yes, people seem to think I would be a good leader. My last software development job was a team lead for 14 people. I haven't worked since. Ooh, um, I think it's important to know oneself and know if that is a thing that one wants to do, and if one doesn't want to do it, one probably shouldn't do it. You know what I mean? Like it's not great to have a leader who doesn't want to lead, who doesn't want to be there, because that's it's no good. We are moving like molasses, which
Come on to my house.
come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, come on. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you candy. Come on to my house, I'm gonna give you everything. Game Detective, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Game Detective, what were you streaming? What were you streaming? What was going on? Tell us the excitement. We're gonna play cards for 2 hours. We're gonna pass a little bit of time, and hopefully it'll be daylight enough for us to repair things. Daylight. Do you hear the wind out there? I bet it's bad out there. And I bet I'll be sad about it. That's all. Hello, the Leona Maple. How are you? Welcome in. Let's see. Operation T-Ball completed successfully. How was the game? Did they win? Did they have like a good time? Let's also. Ooh, I have no cured gut. Bummer. It's all right. That's all right. We'll repair. Let's see what we got going on here. I'm probably gonna have to. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about all the madness that's going on in my encumbrance. It's better to have a good leader that doesn't want to lead than a bad leader that does. That's true. That's true. Yes, that is 100% true. That is a true statement. Yes. So we are currently at 63. We're gonna have to dump some stuff, everyone. This is what we're gonna have to do, and we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna dump. We're gonna dump some of these. Oh, I don't know why I have all of this. We're gonna dump this. This will be fine. We're gonna dump some of our antibiotics. We're gonna try to give ourselves. If we can get under 60, I think we might be fine. More or less ish. Here, let's transfer like 14 of those over. I think we just try to go and do best we can. Uh, yeah. Well, we're not under 60, but we are closer. Um, really what we need to do, how we're going to fix this, to be honest, is to eat food. Like, that's really what we need to do to actually just fix this problem. So, that's what we're going to do. I am not excited about eating up all of our food because now we have no food. We did a whole thing so we would have food left, but now we don't have it. But that is our life. Um, that said, we are now in a movable space. What is this? Wolf pelt. Nice. Well, we'll just take that. So y'all, we're moving a little heavy, but I feel like we can dump things when we get there if we need to, I suppose. Yeah, yeah. I am thinking about having to dump things, so I'm gonna just go and look at chat right now. Um, yeah, that wind doesn't sound good. Uh, yeah, I think we're done with repairing. Ooh, I have no idea if they even keep score. Oh no! Each inning ends after so many runs. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, interesting. Hmm. So, Game Detective, you didn't tell me what you were streaming. So, if we have to dump more things, we will find out when we get there. I also would like to note that we have no food anymore. Every batter gets a single. At the end of the top bottom, all the runners on base finish rounded bases. Oh, interesting. Okay. Um, I'm going to note that we're moving a little slowly because we are over encumbered. Um, we would be less over encumbered if we were fully well rested and all of that, but we are not. So we're not getting our big bonus to our uh, encumbrance, and I don't know why, but we'll just we will get there. It'll be fine. Uh, it'll be fine. You know why you're so loaded down? Because everything breaks down in like a day. It's true. Nothing lasts even close to a realistic amount of time, so you're constantly scrounging having to carry a ton of stuff. Yeah. One kid ran early because he had to pee. Oh, at least we were faster than our usual encumbrance. Yeah, I was like moving fast there for a moment, but this is where we're headed. We're headed right here, and I wish that we had. I wish that we had other things that we do not have right now. I know that we can. I know that some of the stuff we have right now we will um, get rid of because some of it's materials to make fire, and that just takes up some weight, and then we'll dump it, and then we'll go faster. So a snowmobile. That's what we need. We need a snowmobile. Speaking of snowmobiles. Oh, I don't think I told you all what I'm eating for dinner. Because I went and I took some time to go and like cook food. So I've got Korean ground beef with rice and broccoli, and that's basically ground beef with like a sauce made out of like sesame oil, soy sauce, some brown sugar, ginger, red pepper flakes, pepper, whisked up, cooked, and it's good. And I made 8 portions so that I don't have to cook again for a couple of days. I always make whenever I cook because I live by myself. I cook at least 4 portions of whatever it is that I'm making so that I can. Because it just takes a while to cook, and then you have to wash dishes. So why just make one thing when you could make 4 things and then eat it for the next 4 days, right? And so I've got that. I need to go and get some red cabbage. I want to make some schnitzel, some chicken schnitzel, German potato salad, and some Blaukraut, so that I have that for the next couple of days. But I don't have to make that until probably Monday or so, because I've got a couple more days of what I have right now. And so I will say, Scabinet does the same thing. Yes, right. It seems to me only the smart thing to do, right? The smart thing to do, it seems to me, is to try to maximize the amount of time that you spend doing things. So yes, I gotta say, cooking. Oh, Scabinak says that cooking for one person is a pain, and it is. It really, really is. Also, everything is portioned for 4 people minimum. Yep, and then also, I can't always eat. By the way, we have a giveaway. It's Warhammer 40k Gladius, noun of noun, or noun of adjective, and we're going to give that away. If you want to be in the giveaway, just make sure you say something in the next 5 minutes, and you will be eligible. You'll be entered into the giveaway, and then I will give you a code so that you may play this game because I want to give it to you. War of Relics. That's right, War of Relics. Stacey and I take turns cooking. Well, she was gone. I made quiche and soup. Meant to make some haluski, but I didn't get it made before she got home. We'll have to cook it for myself this weekend. I just cooked the recommended and then eat all of it. Nice. Not it for the giveaway. I got the last one. So I was just cooked in batches after getting groceries. Yeah, Tupperware and the freezer fridge were my kitchen mates. Absolutely. Because the thing is, I always worry about, like, there are certain things that are difficult for me, and those things would be, for example, I don't have any food. No, those things would be, for example, vegetables, right? Vegetables and bread. Because vegetables can go bad. You buy like lettuce or whatever, and if you can't eat it fast enough, or certain vegetables. So that's why I've been sticking to mostly frozen vegetables, or canned vegetables, because those will not go bad while I'm, you know what I mean? So like fresh vegetables are rough, depending on what I'm eating. Milk, like I have to get, like, I can't get a full gallon unless I'm drinking a lot of milk. Bread sometimes can also be a problem because sometimes I can't get through a full loaf by myself. You know, the local VFD's fundraiser meal, they always have haluski worn with the cover charge. Oh, yeah, I get those cereal packs at first. Yeah, me too. Some vegetables are better to get frozen. We have trouble remembering to have the energy to cook fresh produce. Yeah, and I know that fresh produce is like better for you, but I switched from bread loaves to tortillas for my work sandwiches. Kept better. Oh, that sounds good. I quit buying milk. I got tired of it going bad before I was through the carton. Yeah, so I try to get, if I'm not drinking a lot of milk, I try to get just like the quarter gallon, quart. Is that correct? Quart. The quart of milk, because I can usually get through that before it goes bad, but you know. I like frozen corn. It just tastes better for some reason. Oh. You made roll-ups? Yeah, I should try that. Yeah, so, and I always have to, like, plan, and this is why it's just so rough during the school year, because during the school year, I just don't do this, right? During the school year, I get so busy because I've got so much to do that I just don't have time to sort of sit there and get the groceries and do all the things I need to do. And so my eating habits are usually less stellar during the school year. And I hope, I always try to avoid doing that. I always try to actually eat good during the school year, but Scabinex says half gallons are like 50 cents less than a gallon. Right? Yeah. Phantom Roll Booth says, I have a horrible habit of buying all the ingredients for a meal than just eating the ingredients individually over several 3 a.m.s. Hey, it depends on the meal, because as we learned from this game, if some of those ingredients are raw food, you'll get sick and die, or be eaten by wolves. So I would just say, Phantom Roll Booth, be careful about wolf attacks, because if you're like eating the raw ingredients at 3 a.m., a wolf might just, or a bear might just like, just jump in, you know? Just jump into your apartment and maul you. It happens in this game all the time, so I'm just... Hawkeye says, when I got bread, I got the wide half loaves from Kroger. Ooh, well, that sounds pretty good. I should check that out, actually. because I sometimes just can't do a full loaf by myself. I also feel like, where are we headed? It looks to me like I'm gonna have to go. Well, we will see. We will see which way we have to go to get there. And also, we're gonna just keep drinking water because it makes us look just that much faster. That was not a lot of water we drank, but it was enough. Um, let's see. I know someone who eats frozen corn as a snack instead of chips. He eats it straight from the freezer. Oh, wow. Okay. Uh, huh? Frozen grapes are tasty when it's hot out. Fan rolls. I don't eat the raw ingredients. I eat raw wolves. Yes, that's it. Don't eat raw ingredients. Eat raw wolves. That takes care of the problem. Also because then they can't maul you if you're eating them. I don't know why the game. Maybe the game is making me feel sad about leaving Pleasant Valley. I mean, I feel like it could be that. Uh, that's my current guess. The game is super sarcastic sometimes, says Voltail. Probably. Speaking of, so this is Pleasant Valley, right? Where we're leaving. And that makes me think, of course, of the song by the Monkees, Pleasant Valley Sunday, right? There's Mr. Green, he's so serene. He's got a TV in every room. And Mr. Gray, he's proud today because the roses are in bloom. Another Pleasant Valley Sunday here in Status Symbol Land. Oh, I gotta tell you, the Monkees are great. I really like the Monkees. I think they're very good. People like to talk smack about them because they like to talk smack about all sorts of things, but I don't think they should because the Monkees were pretty awesome. Those are my feelings about that. Hopefully that doesn't mean it will be less pleasant. I hope not. I was just asking if Sunday was in the game. I don't know, but I'd like to know. Also, I would like to have. I just feel a little unease about not having any extra food. But que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future is not ours to see. Do you know what I'm saying? Que sera, sera. We should. I'm gonna do this giveaway. I want to do this giveaway right now, but I also just want to see what's on the other side of this mountain. They're corporate, unlike the Beatles, and you're like, yeah. Gotta eat that raw wolf before it becomes moldy. Yes. So there's Baz Luhrmann's doing an Elvis biopic, by the way, and I am excited to see it, to see like how it goes, what's it gonna do, if it's gonna be interesting. Apparently, the actor who's playing Elvis sings throughout the entire piece, but you only hear his voice for real, fully, in the early Elvis times. When they get to later Elvis, apparently they sort of like do a mesh between both his voice and Elvis's actual voice. So that is a thing that I have heard. I feel like we're probably headed somewhere over here, right? I mean, I guess that's it over there. This is my guess. I cannot tell you 100%. I heard the biopic's it's nearly 3 hours long. Really? Oh wow, interesting. So that would mean it essentially goes pretty deep into his life. So that's probably neat. Actually, Vaulty, my understanding is that it is not a full life. It focuses centrally on the relationship between Elvis and Colonel Tom Parker and his manager. So like that's like the core of the film. It's like tracking their relationship, which is interesting. And I was like, oh, okay, well, all right, let's see how that goes. We're gonna save because I'm nervous. Krellin says, I saw a trailer for that film recently, and it struck me that they worked really hard to get someone that sounded like Elvis. Yeah. Also, Moldy Wolf, right? It has a little earthiness, absolutely. Yes, the trailer was full of Parker. Was played by Tom Hanks, which apparently is interesting because Tom Hanks had this thing about only playing like nice guys, like salt of the earth good guys, and Tom Parker was not a nice guy. So that'll be really interesting. Baz Luhrmann said he was really excited for people to get to see Tom Hanks playing somebody who's just not the same kind of nice guy that he always plays. But I will note that he doesn't always like he doesn't always play a nice guy. He wasn't necessarily a super nice guy in A League of Their Own. He's kind of mean, but star personas are a thing, right? Like people get very invested. By the way, we're leaving Pleasant Valley right now. I want you to know it. It's happening. We're leaving Pleasant Valley. Progress, excitement, lack of food. Yeah. Does it include the rest of the Memphis Mafia? I think it has some of them, yes. I think so. I don't know how many of them it has, but my understanding is that it does have some of the Memphis Mafia. Speaking of the Memphis Mafia, also, I would like to know how to get out of here. Like, how do we go? Oh, hey, guess what? We're not in the right place. It doesn't look like we're in the right place, so that explains that. So, we're gonna go and try to find the right place, because this is not it. I thought it was, but it was not. He wasn't a nice guy in That Thing You Do. True. Well, we're still here. We're still in Pleasant Valley. I wonder who gets to play Wink Martindale. Somebody's playing Hank Snow, so that's interesting. It's been a bad day for older musicians today between Andy Fletcher of Depeche Mode and Alan White. Wait, Andy Fletcher of Depeche Mode died? Oh, that's a bummer. I hadn't heard about that. He was technically a villain in Ladykillers. Oh, by the way, we're moving kind of fast again. I've been drinking water. So, that's good. All right, so the question is...
Somebody's watching me.
I always feel that somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Whoa, I always feel that somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream? Ba-da-ba-pow. Thank you, Game Detective, for the follow. It is much appreciated. Game Detective, I didn't get to find out what you were streaming, by the way. So I would love to know. Also, I think the question that I would like to ask is, where do we find... let's see. Enter the mine and leave the Pleasant Valley. Yeah. Well, it's somewhere around here. So, I suppose we might have to go around this big ridge and see if, we can find it that way. So we'll just go around and hopefully we'll find it. That's before we die of starvation. Yes. He's only 60. Yeah. Somebody else died recently. Who was it? Somebody just died. That I was like, oh, that's a bummer. Oh, Vangelis died. Vangelis. Hard G, soft G. GIF or GIF? Vangelis. Game Detective says, I was doing a club with Lena Maple. Oh, nice. Talking about tabletop RPGs, gaming, cultural consulting, and a bunch more. Oh, say more. Say more about what we were talking about. I would love to hear about this. This sounds interesting. Like gel? Vangelis. What else were you talking about? Oh, hey. What do you think that was about? That didn't seem good. Seemed kind of bad, right? That didn't seem good. Just, okay, well, yep. We're gonna just hope that whatever that was will not kill us, is what we're gonna do. Cultural consult is interesting because a number of people do cultural consulting who are not qualified to do so, is the best way I can put it, right? Like they yeah, they know their own personal experience, but there's a lot more to doing good culture consulting than having individual experience. We covered favorite RPGs, nice. The importance of cultural understanding and sensitivity in creative works, inclusivity, intersectionality, and so on. Ooh, sounds good. Sounds good. See that? Yeah. So that's the thing. There are a lot of people who may have had a particular experience, but they don't understand intersectionality. They have not done the reading. They are actually not qualified to do cultural sensitivity readings. But yeah, and I always am a little distressed at that because there's more to and yeah. That's why I feel like any company that's going to go and get cultural sensitivity readers should probably get multiple cultural sensitivity readers, not just one, um, because groups are not monoliths, and they all have. I think we might have to go around this way. Is my current thought. You know, different experiences, different viewpoints, and that would be more ideal. Is my thought on that one, right? We're just gonna like continue to drink water because it makes us less encumbered, and then we move faster. And hopefully we will. Yeah. hmm Uh, I've heard it pronounced with a hard G on, I believe, the BBC once, but that's not necessarily the correct pronunciation. I was also told to pronounce it like evangelist with the E and the T removed. Vangelus. Oh, Vangelus. That's interesting, Hawkeye. I hadn't. Oh, you know what though? It wouldn't surprise me. Chariots of Fire is still one of my all-time favorite movies, and it was a very good. I mean, he did such a great score. He was a very good film composer. Although I haven't heard from him much in a while. Your detective says that makes sense. One of the things we talked about was how any consultant is still going to have limitations. Yeah, like you may be very familiar with the aspects of a culture that you interact, but even a very adjacent culture would be out of your wheelhouse. Absolutely, but also just because you are familiar with a culture because you're in it doesn't make just because you belong to a culture doesn't mean you're familiar to the culture is the way I'd put it, right? Like, I mean, I don't know how many people I know who are, for example, black but know nothing about black history or blackness outside of the one sort of space that they grew up in, or don't. Yeah, like just because you're from a culture doesn't mean you actually know the culture very well. You might, but you also might not. It's entirely possible that you could be not well versed in a culture that you grew up in, if that makes any sense. Like, not the nuances and the varieties and the difficulties and distinctions. And that's always a bit of a tricky thing. There are a lot of people who are. I think it's especially true with things like queer culture, where you do not grow up in queer culture, right? You sort of come into queer culture, and so a lot of people who are queer who really don't know much about queer culture at all, and they sign up to be consultants, and that can be really unfortunate sometimes. It can be unfortunate sometimes. I would love to kill that deer, but I am clearly not going to be able to do so. I would love to do so so I could have food, but I feel like that is not going to be my life. Yeah. Hey, Valtiel. Um, an academic understanding of culture is a different thing from a personal experience in culture. That is true, Scabianak, but the thing is, personal experience in a culture doesn't mean you actually know anything about the culture, and that's one thing that people. It's actually one of my pet peeves. There's a yes, Vangelis hit me harder than I expected. Him and Tangerine Dream were the background music from my early RPG experiences, and I spent more time just vibing to them. I realized, yeah. Gimchi says that makes sense. Like, I'm from a small town in the American South, but I couldn't pretend expertise about the whole South or every small town. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Crown says it's more likely for a non-queer person to grow up in queer culture than for a queer person to, just given the percentages of queers not. Oh, absolutely. And here's the thing, it's actually very, very frustrating to me, and I see this all the time right now in the Twitter space. There's a general anti-intellectualism, right, in our country, a disregard and a dismissal and disrespect of expertise, and studying things, we tend to be like, ugh, academics, what do they know? They didn't live it. First off, you don't know that they might have. But also, just because you lived it doesn't mean you know anything about it at all. And that is a thing that people don't want to accept, right? They're like, well, I'm X, and so therefore I know all about X, when oftentimes they don't know anything about X at all. And they know a very small sort of part of X. And some people have done the work, right? And they know quite a lot about X, but those people have done the work. There is work to know a culture that's more than just being born in it and not thinking about it, you know? And our sort of very anti-intellectual sort of trend dismisses people who study a thing in favor of people who lived a thing, as if people who studied it didn't also live it, because you certainly can. And many people who are like, well, I don't need to study it because I lived it, don't know what they're talking about. And it's real bad sometimes. It's like real bad. And it's just frustrating. Like, it's just a frustrating thing. Yeah, it can be very frustrating is what I would say about that. Also, let's save, because we're on our way there, yeah. Hello, how we roll. It's gonna be back with Trooper doing what he does, superficial chat covering small topics. Yeah. Oh yeah, please don't hire the straight children of queer parents to be your queer sensitivity readers. Yeah, and it's just, I mean, because the thing is, there are a lot of people who are, I mean, like, I see it with queer stuff all the time. There are people who are queer, and they talk so much nonsense. They really have no idea what they're talking about at all. And partly that has to do with the fact that a lot of people who are queer only learn in this moment, only learn about queer culture while being online and have never met queer people in real life. Or maybe like one, and have no sense that maybe queer life in the South in a small town might be different than queer life in a major metropolis. That queer life actually queer culture varies based on class and also race, like in an intersectional way. What do you think that is? I know exactly what that is. Excuse me for one moment. I need this. I need this. I need this. Where are they? Here they are. Yeah, so what's going to happen right now, clearly, is that we are going to, we're going to have to kill a wolf, is what's going to have to happen. We're going to have to kill a wolf and then eat its food, eat it for food, because A, we're sort of out of food, and also there are wolves here who want to murder us. So, oh my gosh, why are there 4 wolves? Oh, oh, do not want. Do not want. Okay, well, you know what though? It's okay. I'm gonna get myself to a place that's a bit more defensible, I think. And then I'm going to throw this at them, perhaps. And then I'm gonna make a fire right about now. Oh, hey! Hey! Making fire. Making fire. Excuse me for a moment. And also, doing sensitivity work actually involves being able to knowing how to do sensitivity work, right? Like, and sensitivity work is actually another skill. Being able to read for sensitivity is a whole additional skill in addition to, let's do that. And then let me pull out this weapon. Oh, that wasn't it. And then I'm gonna have to, shoot one of these wolves. Oh gosh, everywhere. It's alright, we're gonna get one of them, and then we're gonna eat it, because we are actually hungry. It's cool. Y'all, I'm not feeling great about this, but... Oh, I only have 3 bullets left, everyone, which is not ideal. Yeah. Hold on. Hey, Toy Boat Sailor, how are you? Once I get rid of these wolves, I'm going to, help out. Let's see. Where are we at? I would really like to eat a wolf. That makes sense. I did my undergrad in social work because I wanted to work with underprivileged kids, having been one myself, only to realize that a lot of people in nonprofit fields don't actually have a deep academic or lived experience understanding the issues. Yeah. And I feel like there's a real lack of acknowledgement that what an academic does is sit and think about and learn about something all day long. Got him in the hindquarters, which was something, but I did get him in the hindquarters, so there is that. And it's just a real bummer, I think, actually. Ooh, I totally whiffed that one. We are down to our last bullet, y'all, which is not ideal. Not ideal. I need one more. I think all the things I'm carrying are pretty much dry at this moment, because I don't actually have. I don't think I have anything wet. Everything is like cured. I need. I have a pistol, which I don't think will be as good, but hey, good enough for government work, right? We're gonna... I want this one. Alright, y'all. This is done. We're gonna have to get our revolver out. I don't think it'll be as good, but we'll do our best, right? Well, that was awesome. They're not done with us though, actually. So, excuse me. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay, I think they're done with us. I think they're done. This is good. Before we get any further, I'm going to save because that's a thing that we're going to have to do. We've got food. We won't die. This is good. Let's throw in this firewood. Let me drink water. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna quickly go up here. Ooh, yeah. I'm moving slowly. Slower than I'd like. I cannot tell you why I'm moving so slowly. I mean, I have ideas. It's encumbrance, but that's, neither here nor there. I think it's also because we're going uphill, right? Oh, by the way, I was gonna do a giveaway. That's what I was gonna do. Yeah, and I think that's one of the things, right? That like, and I was actually thinking about this as well because, actually, ooh, okay, well, I actually am trained in doing sensitivity training. Like, it is a thing I'm actually trained to do, and why is that wolf still here? Excuse me for one moment, if you don't... Okay, good. Like, don't...
Trees.
I don't want you to, like, be up in my business, wolf. Didn't you... I ditched a bunch of stuff, right? We're just gonna get... I just have to get to this fire, and then I can start cooking wolf, and then I can eat it, and then I will feel better, and our world will be much better. Our life will be much better. What if the wolf is coming back to apologize? Oh. I feel bad now. Not really. Just a little. Just a little. That's not how wolves work. That's not how any of this works. Yeah. And the thing is, You know what it reminded me of, actually? Uh, Here's an example of the sort of dismissal of academics and how that's not always great. Um, Farming, agriculture. Oh, that's a really good commercial. Um, there was a in the 30s during the Dust Bowl, right? The Dust Bowl happened for a number of reasons, including poor farming techniques. Um, was one of the things that contributed to the Dust Bowl. And by the way, we are going to be running out of. We're going to be running out of. We're going to be running out of. What's the word? Uh, Fuel, which is unfortunate and not great, but that is also a thing. Take it, cook more fresh wolf meat. Take that, cook more fresh wolf meat. Ooh. Um. Ooh, y'all.
I'll die if I don't get some food soon.
I know you're hungry. Let's get you some food right now. Um. Yeah. Right. So as I was saying, right, there was this whole idea that like
Feels like night is coming.
you folks who studied in university, you can't tell us anything about how to do, how to farm. But the thing is that a lot of those people went to agricultural school. Uh, they studied farming, right? Like that's what they studied, and they oftentimes were farmers, or they had been farmers. Their parents had been farmers, and they went and they spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to deal with, uh, well, the various problems that were happening with, why don't I do a little bit of that and take this and how much water do we have? We have a lot of water, so I don't think we need any more. But I'm going to eat. Right? So like these people actually like they studied how to deal with well the boll weevil with various like how to deal with what like the best ways to sort of do deal with some of the agricultural problems. They studied the problem and then they figured out how to solve the problem and then they solved the problem. And when people finally actually listened to them, it actually solved like a bunch of things stopped being like they helped. It was a very good and valuable thing that happened, right? So let's I wonder if we should just sleep now. Let's save. I don't know if we should sleep. You know what? How about if we the campfire's going out in 9 minutes. So I think what we do is we actually we we cook coffee. Drink it. This is what we do. This is it. This is our plan. Okay. Okay. This is it. This is it. This is our thing. This is it. But we're gonna go and find out who our winner is. Um, yeah. So that's the thing, right? Like this idea that if you're an academic, then you don't know anything and you're pointless, and those who can do, those who can't teach, and no one should ever listen to you because you have no knowledge. Um, it's pretty disrespectful, right? Because we would never do that with a lot of other professions. We wouldn't say, "Oh, you study to be a mechanic? Ugh, why would I ever listen to you? You don't know what you're talking about. You study mechanics? Ugh, I'm not gonna listen to you." Like we would never do that, right? We'd be like, "Oh, you study mechanics? Good on you, great," right? Like we respect that, and there's a real lack of respect when it comes to people who study, you know, a lot of things, and it's not healthy. Are there some academics that don't know what they're talking about? Sure. But, you know, a lot of them, that's what they do. But also this idea, if you haven't lived it, you don't know. I don't know if that's true. Like a lot of surgeons have never been shot, but they can take out a gunshot wound. You know what I mean? Or um, they can tell you what the impact of a gunshot wound is on your body, even though they haven't actually been shot themselves. So we get really weird sometimes. Mm. Or how about this? There are a lot of people who are gymnastic coaches or figure skating coaches or any kind of sports coach who have never done the sport themselves, but they're amazing coaches and they know how to teach you how to do the thing. I blame cable news. They keep bringing on about experts that aren't academics and haven't said, well, that's absolutely true. They do. They just bring on experts who I don't know who they are, right? They're really super random people who are like, I don't know who you are. They're very questionable. Um, and that's one of the reasons why I get so frustrated when I see people who are in no way qualified to be sensitivity consultants being sensitivity consultants because they're in no way qualified. And how do you get qualified? I mean, there's a bunch of different ways. I'm not saying there's only one qualification, there are a lot of different qualifications. Um, but like, there are people who do this for a living. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is actually what they do. They've worked on this, they've trained this, and in the RPG field, people are just like, oh, I can do this, right? And they do, but they often can't do it. Game Detective says, I think the other thing is that a lot of problems have academic solutions. Yeah. Like, yes, Game Detective, that's true. Like, finding the solutions require study. Absolutely. It's true. And the thing is, we use the word academic as if it's a bad thing, but really all it means is that you're studying something. You know what I mean? That's really it. And you can study something in a university or outside of a university. Like, you don't have to be in a university to study something, but it is about studying something. Like, intentionally and thoughtfully and like really sort of sitting there and having the time to study something, being part of a conversation, you know? Donald says cable news tends to bring in experts who are experts in one field and then just have them talk about fields they're not experts in. Yes, and sometimes they're not experts in any field. It's like a Dr. Phil. I think he's technically a doctor, but I don't think he's a doctor in anything that you would imagine. Like, I think he's a doctor in like, somebody can find out, but it's not whatever it is he's doing on television. Do you know what I mean? By the way, I'm gonna find out who the winner is for our giveaway. Valtiel! Hey Valtiel. Hey Valtiel. Hey Valtiel, guess what? You are the winner of Warhammer 40k Gladius Relics of War. And I'm gonna whisper you the email for it. Well, the link for it. Take this, um, play it, and just tell me what you think about it if you think it's fun. That's all. Um, then the other issue is finding consistency in academic answers. Like the old joke says, ask two economists a question and you'll get five different answers. Yes, but I actually think that's important, right? Game Detective says, but he's not. He's a PhD in psychology. Thank you, but he's not licensed to practice, and his PhD is in academic psychology, not counseling of the therapeutic fields. You're welcome, Valtiel. Um, yeah, and actually, so here's the thing I think is important about the idea that if you ask two academics, you'll get like five answers, is that sometimes there's not a black and white answer to something. Do you know what I mean? And I think the lack of a black and white answer to something is also important. Sort of, ooh, okay. Sort of acknowledging that, let's repair this. Acknowledging that, all right. Acknowledging that things can be contested and difficult, and that there's more than one way to do something, and that there's no easy answers. I think that's something that people don't necessarily want to deal with, right? They want there to be an easy answer. They want to be like, oh, what's the one answer? And they just, but that's not necessarily how it goes, you know? Sometimes you just have to deal with the fact that there is no one good answer, you know? That's I think that's what I'm going to say. By the way, I don't have any cured gut. So, are there still wolves around? Don't like it. Right, and I think that sometimes, like, that's the tricky thing about life. Yeah. He was licensed to practice until 2006. Oh, interesting. He just stopped renewing it because he wasn't actually doing that. Oh, I see. Interesting. Um, yeah, and like, it's true that just, and I will also note that I'm gonna t- take these, by the way, these guts, because I don't have any extra, and it might be useful to have them. Um, and then we're gonna just walk as much as we can, and we're gonna see how far we get, because um, you know, like, it, oh, also we're going to keep ourselves fed and hydrated because it will lessen our encumbrance, and I feel like that's a good thing. Also, maybe we should use a torch. Just thought, 'cause it's getting kind of dark. Ah, there we go. Great. I mean, we are pushing through the night. We probably should sleep, but I don't like the fact that there are wolves around. Yeah. Um, I am able to walk, just a little slow. I will say, as far as academic answers being different goes, while individual opinions differ, academic work tends to show more consistency than you might expect, even in fields like economics. That's true, actually. That's true, Game Detective. Hawkeye says, but for the sake of discussion, since I grew up a farm kid, tell a farmer you need to do this thing or maybe that other thing, and the farmer will tell you, make up your mind. This is my income and land you're theorizing over. Yeah, but see, the problem is that there was that whole thing in the 1930s, right, when the farmers were like, "No, we don't need you," and then there was the Dust Bowl, which came from over farming and like in poor farming techniques and practices, and things did not get better until they actually started listening to these people who went to agricultural colleges, right, which were like technical colleges, all meant to teach, like all meant to study um, how. And I think is really interesting about this, by the way, is that wineries don't have this problem, right? Wineries are not like, oh, we don't want to hear anybody who's studied winemaking. Oh no, no, they want you to like. I think is it UC Davis, one of the UCs. It might be UC Davis has this like winery program, vintnery program. Very sort of and like people want you to study winemaking because like there's a science to these things, and it is well respected, is what I would say. Uh, Agriculture is one of Penn State's main things. Yeah, and like and the thing is, there are these. So we used to have agricultural colleges. Uh, Many of them have been sort of turned into something bigger now. They own thousands of acres in and around Happy Valley. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, and like this is like what people like people's job, right, is to figure out how to be more efficient. And things like crop rotations and like the best crop rotations. Um, the innovations that came out of a number of these sort of like technical colleges, a lot of them in the South and the Midwest, especially in the 30s, were really important to keeping people's farms working. And it took a while to get people to listen, but they were really important because um, what people were doing was not working, is I suppose the best way to put it, right? They were doing things that were not working. So, yeah, like we can do these things together. Uh, they ton of test farms. Oh, interesting. But we couldn't get a half acre set aside for a paintball team to practice, even if we got second at the nationals. Bummer. But now most farmers will recognize the importance of ag schools. Yeah. Just ask my kids, both Iowa State grads. That school runs off its ag patents. Yeah, right. And that's the thing that I think that was the big. There was that big shift, right? There was the that was a shift because there was a time when people were like, I don't need to pay attention to ag schools. But now actually people are um, there's more respect for it, which is good. And like a lot of farmers will send their kids to ag schools, and the kids get their degree from an ag school, and then they come back, right? And then they take over the farm, and they do more stuff, and that's yeah. I think generally speaking, people like to disregard it, but spending some time just studying the thing you want to do so you can be is not a bad thing. And sometimes that studying happens in an apprenticeship, sometimes it happens in a technical college or a liberal arts college. There's so many different ways to study a thing, but being able to spend some time to learn the thing without just being is and not just learn the thing itself, but spending some time to figure out how to maybe do it better, right? Rather than just always being in the middle of the hecticness, right? Where you're just in the middle of it, where you can spend some time to step back and think, okay, well, how is this working? Like, what are the parts and pieces to this, right? To get a little bit of extra time to think is a valuable, positive thing. And it's really hard, if you've ever been working like 40 hours, 40 plus hours a week in a job, which I certainly have, um, it's hard to find time to sit and really contemplate the thing you're doing and how to do it better or differently. It's hard to go and have conversations with other people who do your thing to ask them how they've been doing it and how they might do it differently. It's hard to find time to move to travel to a different place that does the same thing you do and ask how they do it, if they do it differently or how you might learn from it. Like it's hard to do that when you have no time because you're working 40 plus hours a week and you don't have health care and you have kids or whatever, like it's hard. And one of the things about studying is that what it does is it gives you that time, right, to just think about your thing and talk to other people who are thinking about their thing, and gives you the space to come up with new ideas and try things out that you often just can't do when you're in the middle of harvest time or building a thing in a factory or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like it's sometimes it's just not the time. And I wish everybody had the time to just spend some time to think about things that matter to them and that are important to them, uh, without, like, I wish everybody had the time to just sort of think sometimes about the things they like to do, because so many people have really good ideas but they never have the time to develop them, right? Because they're being overworked is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. A lot of farmers around here are like, what am I spraying on your seeds this year? Mhm. uh I returned to Atomica. Like Stephen Covey's story about sharpening the saw. Yes, absolutely, Hawkeye. Or looking for a new job or working full time. Yeah, it's really hard to be innovative when you are pressed, right? So now I kind of think it would be pretty awesome if people. It's tricky, right? Like it would be really neat if people could. In some ways, that's sort of like the ideal, right? You study, then you work, and then you study again, right? Like you study some to give yourself like a good base knowledge. You go in and then you work for a while, and then you get more knowledge from working, and then you study some more to sort of take it to the next level, and then you work some more. Like it would be really great if we. And there were used. I mean, the thing is, there used to be places that would give you that time. Ooh, oops. Hi, how are you? Let's bandage ourselves a little bit. Let's do that. Uh, sure. Let's bandage. And then let's take our, those are antibiotics. Ooh, here we go. We don't have a lot of medicine left, unfortunately. I wish we did, but we dropped a lot of it off, and that's not great. We are getting a little tired. Yeah. Are we? We are. We're headed the right way, at least. So it's a bit of a steep climb. Also, we don't have a. I wonder if having a torch makes it less likely that you will sprain an ankle. You know? Makes sense. So let's try this and let's just see if this will get us there as we are sort of burning the midnight oil and getting tired. Um, You know when you don't get sprains, when your pockets were empty and you were starving. But then we were starving. I should sleep, but I've not been tired lately. Sleeping. Ooh, I have been going to bed later than I'd like to all week. And like, actually, for a while now, I'm trying to get myself back on some kind of slightly normal sleep schedule. Like by 2 a.m., which is a pretty, like, decent time. Um, yeah, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. I've got some work to do tonight, so we will see how it goes. Yeah, yeah. Also, like, there are a lot of like academics who are quite radical in their thinking and have done really cool things, you know. And I don't know. I just sort of am concerned about the very anti-intellectual trend that makes its way through the country in ways that I don't think are great for people. You know? Yeah. I Oh, hey, guess what? One of the reasons why I've been walking so slowly is because I've been crouching. How's that for some interesting information? Ta-da! I would have been walking much faster all this time had I not been crouching. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, you wake up at 4 a.m. Ooh. Okay. Um, does going to bed later mean sleeping less than normal? I do try to get my full 8 hours if I can. I do try because, I need the sleep. So I do try. But I'm gonna tell you what, y'all. I was crouching the entire time. I was crouching. I was crouching. I just thought I'd share that with you. The I was crouching. What is that? Shake my head. Okay, it doesn't look so dark. I think we'll be fine. I think we can make it out of here. The sound design is so good. And, yeah. 8? Must be nice. Way faster than when I was crouching, though, Rissa. See, the thing is, because I'm trying to, like, I'm doing a lot of bike riding, and my muscles do need time to recover. And, I often don't get 8. Sometimes I get, especially when I go to bed really, really late, and I have to wake up really early, then I'm getting 3 or 4 or 5. And that is not an ideal amount of sleep to get long term. You know, like you can only do that, you can only be underslept for so many days before it catches up to you, and it's bad. So I do try to be responsible and try to get a decent amount of sleep. Y'all, let's save. I was crouching the entire time, everybody. I was crouching the entire time. How ridiculous is that? How ridiculous is that? That's so ridiculous. Oh, make sure you've completed. I have not completed all of the tasks, but I feel like we're fine. Hello? Hello? Let's, don't give me that. Find a way through the mine tunnels. Okay. All right. Everybody, here we are. Mine tunnels, and, uh, oh, I don't think I'm gonna do that. Okay, well, here we go. Right? Uh,
Ugh, looks iffy.
I know. It does look iffy, it's true. Um, Stealth. I'm generally 6 hours a night unless I wake up in the middle of the night because Maggie's trying to make me a pincushion or having a sneezing fit of her own. If you get, oh, see, ideally I would get 8.5. That would be like my ideal. I've always needed quite a bit of sleep because I'm very high energy, and part of being high energy means, for me at least, I need to sleep. Um, it caught up to me during my stream earlier. I needed for a sec. I nodded for a sec. My viewers teased me over it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 4 to 6 hours is the right amount of sleep for you? I'm worried about that. Oh. Hey, that looks bad. Okay. Let's go to the right. Also, let's just eat food right now, because if we eat food and drink fluids, we will be less encumbered and we'll move faster. And also, I'm worried about dying. So we went to the right. Okay. Are you worried about this? Because I'm worried about this. Y'all. Okay, just, if you see any coal, let me know. For no particular reason, I've been doing research on coal mines in the north of England during the Regency era. Okay, maybe perhaps there was a reason. Okay, what do we have here? Oh,
It's a mine, all right. Air is thick.
okay. Okay. It's possibly okay. It's just one of the less sleep mutants. The world's most common mutant power. Okay, we're running out of torches here, which is fine. We've got more torches, right? We've got torches. We use the torches. Are we out of torches? I feel like we shouldn't be. No, look at that. We still have the torch. We still have the torch. That's ridiculous. I do have a lantern, but I wanted to use the torches first because that seemed practical, you know? It seemed like a practical thing to do. And let's just harvest all of these things. I wonder if we can sleep in here. What do you think? Do you think we can sleep in here? So, I have a thought, everyone. I'm going to save the game. And I'm going to see if we can sleep in here. I don't know if this is actually true. We can. Let's do it. Let's sleep for a good 7 hours. Get our, I mean, I'm concerned about being eaten by a grue, Rissa. This is the problem. Sometimes you are eaten by a grue. Oh, I did not sleep enough. Let's sleep for 1 more hour. And then, hopefully. Ooh, gosh. We've been very tired. Okay. Let's eat. Scabbynack says, I've been able to get by on 4 hours a night for months on end without feeling particularly tired. I also fall asleep in under a minute and wake up the exact position I fell asleep in. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, it takes me a long time to fall asleep. Like, if I go to bed 8 hours before I want to wake up, I will not be getting 8 hours of sleep. Right? That is, I will get less than 8 hours of sleep because it just takes me a while to fall asleep. I don't have insomnia. It's just that it takes me a while. Like I fall asleep. It's just not an immediate situation. Is what I'm saying. Maybe like a half hour, probably. Okay. Oh, save. I hope this is the right way to go. Okay. Whew. All right. It's an actual superpower if you ask people who have sleep disorders. I do need something to make noise. I need something making noise while that's sleep. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we're down here. There's coal. I think we should pick it up because coal is very useful. And I'm happy to have it. We went to the right last time, so let's just keep going to the right, and hopefully this will get us out of here. This looks like a dead end. Yeah, okay. That looks like a...
Dead end.
Yep, okay.
All right, I have to find another way.
All right, it's okay. We're good. We're gonna get out of here before we stop the stream. Yeah, 30-minute warning. I got it. We're gonna find our way out. Lay down to sleep immediately. Start thinking about cool RPGs. Well, that's one of my problems. I think too much. It's hard for me to fall asleep because I'm usually thinking about something that is very interesting, and
I
then
know how deep it goes.
I'm thinking about it for a while. My roommate goes to bed around 9 every night. If I did that, I'd be wide awake at 2 a.m. Oh, wow. Oof. If I went to bed at 9 o'clock, I wouldn't be awake at... Wait. Okay. We're going to continue our process of going... That looks like a dead end, but we want to check. It's a little bit worrisome. I'm glad we got a bunch of wolf meat to eat. I mean, that was good, right? Yeah. Yep, dead end. Okay. No way around it. Alright, well. Y'all, I'm a little concerned. Like, are we gonna just die in here? Also, it's getting very dark. But once our... Yeah, we're gonna have to pull out our lantern. Here we go. This is why I've been saving it. I'm a little sad, side note, that, that we didn't take all of that lantern fuel with us, but... You know how it is. What we got? Ooh. Still saying things. Somehow I didn't think my sleep apnea was a superpower. Yeah, it takes me a while to fall asleep too. The truth is just to try to lay there to get bored enough to sleep. That's the thing, right? So what I tend to do, like I'm similar, right? That I have the I need to get bored in order to fall asleep situation going on. What I tend to need to do is I tend to need to think about things that are not too exciting. And oh, I don't want that, but I do want that. Oh, I wonder if there's anything particularly useful here. I don't think we can make anything interesting. Search the drawer. Maybe we can find something. Oh, hey, look, a soda.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. How are we doing? All right. Well. Okay. All right. I'm not feeling bad. Oh. Okay. Fine.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
We will break these things down later. Ooh, hey. I'm sure they will be useful. I'm positive about it. All right, let's see. Ooh, hey. Okay, we're gonna stop picking up coal right now. We're gonna just keep moving. Yeah. Sleep, but you get to be a cool cyborg. The sleep apnea. Sleep apnea machines make you look like make you a nighttime cyborg, which sounds way cooler than sleep apnea machines look. That's actually true. How many how many times will you get trapped in dead ends? I don't know. I just hope I don't die. The Twilight music is creeping me out. Me too, Rissa. All this time of sleep, I'm gonna make an attempt. Good night, Atomica. Good night. Still waiting for my CPAP disco bondage device to come in. Been on it backward or due to recall. Oh, interesting. You know, I've never, Let's hope this will get us out, you know? Let's hope. Also, for the record, well, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. You need the noise to stop your brain running. Oh, that's what it is. Oh. Wait, what's going on? No, move! No! Oh! Hey, everybody. We just got hit in the head with a rock. I don't know what that means. I'm hearing sad music. Okay. She's wearing her wedding ring, by the way.
Okay. Nothing broken. still breathing.
Okay. Okay. All right. We're also gonna save, just for the record. We're gonna just save where we're at. Uh, okay. We still got all of our stuff. Uh, oh, hey, look. The what's it called is happening. The the yeah, I know you can duck in the rust. The what do you call it? The Aurora Borealis is happening. Because I don't know, everybody. I feel weird about all this. I just feel weird about it. Yeah. Um, Somehow I find that finding something that isn't too exciting for your brain is hard, says Crit Witch. Yes, yeah. I can tell you what I do. Were you able to fall asleep into when you were in the army? No, I wasn't. Only when I was absolutely exhausted. Otherwise, I still would, it would take me a while to fall asleep. That was a thing. Okay, well, let's, can I stand up? No? Alright, let's see what we got here. I mean, hey, got a battery, so we'll see what we can do. We can see what we can do. I found listening to the recordings of the rain really helped. Yeah, no, ooh, I, I'm feeling bad about this situation. So, I just wanted you to know it. Also, I feel like she might be injured. Are you injured? Hey, guess what? She's injured, everyone. So we just learned that she's injured. So we are going to deal with the sprained wrist. We're going to do some bandages, is what we're going to do. Because, as it turns out, we're injured. And that's not great. I think we're probably going to be out of painkillers. So, which is not the best. Yep, we're going to be out of painkillers. So, we're done with them. I wish we had more. But we don't. Yeah, we're going to save again, everyone. We just have to do that. So, hey, did you hear something? Yeah, okay. Yeah. White noise and rain both work. I usually play YouTube video loud enough to hear it, but oh, not. Oh, yeah, white noise sometimes will not do it for me. I've tried to listen to like rain sounds. It often doesn't work for me. Might have to practice more with it though. The game actually did the GM rocks fall on us. Yes, yes. Yeah, I'm definitely not going back to Pleasant Valley. That is 100% true. Let's see. Don't think that's the Rocky Mountain High. John Vidor, I don't think so either. Okay, stuff is happening out there. Ooh, look, I'm telling you, I'm feeling good about it. Not rocks, so everybody dies. That was gonna be like Aurora. Volpa says, I have a great channel of rain and nature south of Darkstream if you want the link. Pass it on. I found that stuff to be kind of distracting. Keep away from electrical hazards. Nearby water can become electrified too. Okay, let's save again. Okay. So, seems bad. Seems, how you might say, not great. Because we have an electrical hazard. Awesome. Let's not get electrocuted and die here, would be my thought. And my goal. Y'all. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, alright. Okay. So, we have two ways we can go. And that's a dead end, so we're not going that way, we're going this way. Let's see. Oh. Chris is like, that explains the slowness. Hey. Okay. Well. Y'all. Hey, Lightning Invoker, how are you? We just got... Rocks fell on us. We didn't die, though, but it wasn't great. Yeah. Yeah, it's... Ooh. Yeah, also, the lights are working because we have an electrical dangers. You remember this puzzle from Half-Life 2? Oh, Half-Life 2. Charge the flashlights, just dip them in the water. No, it is not good. You know, I'm recalling a video game, and I wish I could remember which one it was. Um, there's a video game, and I don't think it was Half-Life 2, where you're doing a lot of this. And I wish I could remember what it was. I've played a lot of video games in my life. Okay. So, we're going to be running out of our flashlight pretty soon. Which... It's life, you know? Won't die. But, I mean, actually, we might die. I can't say for certain. Okay, everyone. There's a thing here. Let's search the fuse box, shall we? A burned out fuse. It needs replacing. Let's take it. So I feel like what we got here is that we cannot get the... So here's my thought, right? We can't get the elevator to take us out of here until we get a fuse that works, and I feel like there was one back there. So I think we have to go and, like, swap out the parts and pieces. Thought. Experiment. Yeah. We're gonna save one more time. So, our flashlight's gonna run out of juice real soon. Just... Hey, sound design. Ooh. I love Silent Hill 2. That's all. Just for the record. Also, maybe we don't even really need this flashlight because all the lights are on. It just was kind of nice to have it. Just for the record. Yeah. Valtiel. Silent Hill 2 is so brilliant. I was just watching Stephanie Sterling, her video on Blooper, rumors of Blooper developing a remake, a redo of Silent Hill 2, and how that's probably not going to be great, but I was just reminded about how great Silent Hill 2 was, that's all. Schmelzer says, to be honest, to be fair, Half-Life is the prime crawling through shafts with a flashlight example game. Notable lack of head crabs here. That's true. That is true. I feel like there was just one other one, but I cannot remember it right now, and that's distracting me. Okay, let's, Rissa, you going? Oh, okay, you got a dash. I will see you tomorrow for Kolos. And, have you seen the leaked screenshots? I have not. Konami filed a DMC takedown for the Twitter profile that leaked it. Oh, that's interesting. I will see you for Kolos tomorrow. I'm going to, you know what? Our flashlight has got a little bit of air. Maybe we can... I assume that the... spark plug is somewhere... Well, not here. Okay, so the question is, where is the spark plug? Where's our fuse box? Job! Yes, the VOD I'm doing as soon as we get off of stream. The minute we get off stream, what I'm going to do is grab, put my food in the microwave, and then upload the VOD. The VOD should already be uploaded. I just need to put the title card up and make it go live. And then, oops. And then that should be that should be it. Uh, I. Okay. Okay, so avoiding the electrical hazard. Do you think I missed it somewhere? I feel like it's got to be around here, right? No? Uh, I cannot do it tonight. I'm hoping to get caught up by next week so I can do it there. So here's the question. Where's the fuse? What do you think? Did you see one? Do you think we have to go all the way back? You know what? I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go all the way forward because we didn't actually explore everything about that area. We kind of like hopped out a little bit before we actually got to the elevator. So I feel like we should at least we should, I feel like, look at that entire place, because if we do, then we can see if we're, you know, because maybe there's a fuse there, like, and then we don't have to go fully forward. Yeah. Yeah. Have we tried... tonight is the new miniseries. We tried down there. Nothing. Have we tried walking on the branching pathways in the water hazards? Yeah, it turns out they don't really go... They don't go much. Like, they just go here, which takes us to this dead end. And there wasn't a fuse box there. Which leaves us to checking out this last place that, you know, where we're headed, and checking that out a little bit more thoroughly to see if there's a... Like, I feel like there's something over there, but we'll do our best, I suppose. Yeah. I think tonight is the first of it. Yeah, the miniseries, it is. But I'm hoping I can get myself all caught up by next Thursday so I can watch live. And then that'll be very exciting. I'm excited about this prospect. Tonight, the 30th of June. Interesting. Okay. I have some thoughts. But they're not about Critical Role. They're about all the things I want to do in the summer. Also, next week, I know, I just have to get a couple, like, if I can get... I've done pretty good at getting a bunch of my email off my plate, but unfortunately, I do have a little bit more email that I have to do. I just got some irritating email in today that I'm going to have to address. And, yeah. Yeah. But I feel like my goal, in case you want to know, my goal is to start next week. You know, like, next week I hope will be like the beginning of my summer schedule, where I'm not having to catch up on things anymore, but I can just like move forward doing, like, making sure I write on my academic book, making sure I write on things.
This elevator looks like the only way out of here.
Okay. Try the elevator. Well, I mean, okay, I can try the elevator, but I kind of feel like the answer is that plug is not working. Fine. He can hang out with us at your place. That's fine, too. It's true. Okay, because I want to get myself caught up, because I want to talk about Laudna. Okay, call the elevator. Yeah, I know. Find a way to... Yeah, I know. Because... I swapped burned out fuses with replaced 3 of them. Y'all. I'm a little bit concerned about um, food and water while we're wandering around in the mines. That would be a thing that I would like to share with you. But hopefully we don't have to go backwards. Like, that would be kind of nice. I wonder if trying the elevator could have spawned some stuff, maybe. Maybe. But I think we have to go this way. I think we have to continue this route to find... Oh, hey, look, a porta potty. To find the things we need to find. And... Oh. I've got, like... I don't have... Maybe, like, 8 minutes before we gotta go. And then I've gotta, like, eat food and do a little bit of work and all of that. But... those are not fuses. They're marine flares, which I will take.
Come in handy.
And I will take the cloth because we might need to make some more bandages. Just... No, no. There should be no bears in here. There should be no bears in here. That would be inappropriate. Interesting, but I think we should probably check all of this area so that when we quit the game, we know where we are. The only bear... No bears, just wolverines. The only bear I want to see is, hey! Awesome. That's great. We have a new flashlight, which is also great, which means we can turn this off. And we can... There's a thing. Hold on. Equipment. We can... Oh, I don't think we need this anymore. But we can use our, what is it? We can use the, where's my lantern? Here it is. I think we can refuel it. Which, right, just, ooh, we're carrying quite a lot at the moment. We're carrying quite a lot at the moment. But I think, I would actually like to activate that other... Not going to think about it. Not going to think about it. So, here's what I'm thinking. What I'm thinking is, I should probably go. Right, I want to use one while the other charges. I feel like it'd be really excellent. So if this is a workbench, which... Is it? It is not. It's a metal table. But we might be able to, fix some things. Actually, let me see. Let me put this away. And although, you know how they are, they often don't let us do anything fun. I think we might be able to... Oh, wow. Okay. Well, some of these things need, repair or... Yeah. Oh, hey, if we had any scrap metal, we could repair that. I feel like we should do that. Although I don't know if we can repair in the dark. Y'all. So, what I would like to do at this moment is place this lantern on the ground. Chop up this metal shelf, break it down, repair some stuff, and, you know, eat. Like, just take care of yourselves a little bit, and then, go. I tried the porta potties, it wouldn't let me. So let me do this. This needs to be repaired. Yeah, they wouldn't let us in because I would have checked the porta potty because those things are amazing. And then let's repair this again. I feel like we basically can, yeah. So our hacksaw is taken care of. I really, really wish we could take care of that, but we have no whetstone, which is really awkward. Anything else we might be able to repair? Oh, we can repair the flashlight. That's actually pretty good. I'm looking for anything else we might be able to repair. Here we go. Let's repair this. It's basically just trying to get ourselves in as good of a position as possible before, all of the badness, which inevitably will happen, because you know it. And we can clean that. Like, yeah. I'm a little bit worried about our lack of fluids, but we're gonna do our very, very best, right? Oh, we cannot fix that pry bar, but it looks to me like we are pretty good, right? I think that we've done a lot of what we can do, and yeah, I think we've done, and we've actually brought down our weight. So plus side, we've brought down our weight. This is, look, I feel like this is good. So what we do now is we just go and we just drink this soda. There's like some pork and beans. We eat those. And I think that will, again, right? Like, it'll put us in a... I've got food poisoning. Oh. No. Reishi tea or antibiotics. Okay. Wait. Oh, gosh. Give me a second. I've got some antibiotics, and we will take some. I'm kind of sad about those pork and beans. That was not great. Oops. Okay, but we are... Okay, we're okay. So, right now, what I would like to do is... Are you okay? Oh, I still have food poisoning. It's going to take 10 hours. That's awkward. You know what? I think we're going to go to sleep. Wait! Where's our... We don't have a bedroll. We don't have a bedroll, everybody. I need you to know it. We don't have a bedroll. I need you to know that we don't have a bedroll. And I need you to know this. And I am feeling not good about this situation. See, the game might have stole it, because I don't feel like I left it. Do you know what I mean? But maybe I did leave it. Maybe I left it, but I really feel like I didn't. Yeah. Okay, well, so, my friends, we cannot go to sleep, which means we have to save the game and quit. This is what we're going to do. And I am very concerned. I thought we were going to be fine. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, it'll be great. We'll just take it, I was trying... what happened to our bedroll? Did I? Because I feel like when was the last time we slept? We slept. I feel like I picked it up. What if I didn't pick it up? What if I forgot it? Y'all, I don't even know. But we'll deal with this next week. You know what? We do have some energy drinks. Maybe that's why they gave it to us. Did they take it? My goodness. Anyway, look, I'm Trooper SJP, and this is the Academic Foxhole, and I want to say thank you so much for being here. Y'all have been lovely. What's next? So you can find me next tomorrow, which is Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, on my channel for City of Light and Shadow. This will be we only have 3 episodes left, and so come and see me tomorrow. And then Saturday at noon will be The Outer Worlds, which I'm very excited about. I get to play that again. It's been a while. And then Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern over at Praxagora, the Smorphorius channel, will be Witcher, Roads Home. Next week, Wednesday night, will be the premiere of Upon the Hexhamshire Moors, which is a Good Society game using the Emma Forget-Me-Not expansion over on Laugh Love Lindy's channel, GM'd by me. So that's going to be very exciting. And the first session is going to be a session 0. So you're going to be able to see, if you've never done, you're going to be able to see how a session 0 for Good Society works, because I don't know if you've seen one. And so if you haven't, I think you'll find it very interesting to check it out and see how it's like. So that's pretty exciting about that. And I've got my clothes in the dry cleaners, and I'm excited to pick them up so that I can have a good shirt to wear. Is going to be Wednesday at the time I need to confirm with the players. I think it might be 8 p.m. is what I think. I think it's 8 p.m. But that is to be confirmed. I just have to check everybody's availability to make sure that it's like either like 7:30 or 8 or 7. One of those times, but I will let you know. I have to message everybody and hammer down that time. But it's going to be look, and here's the thing. Look, I have to tell you as well. This is really important. Crit Twitch, you're welcome for the stream. What I wanted to tell you was this. Many of the Good Society games are short. You know what I mean? They're like 2 shots or 4 shots, maybe 6 at the max. This is going to be between 14 to 16 episodes. And we're doing the Emma Forget-Me-Not, which is supposed to span a lifetime. So I'm really excited about being able to do a really good deep dig into Good Society and use some of the extra rules people never use because they're only playing a 2-shot, including internal desires. So there's gonna be a lot of there's gonna be some rules that you've probably never seen used in play before, which I'm very excited about. And it's gonna be a good lengthy campaign with multiple cycles, with a really dramatic sort of Wuthering Heights, Anna Karenina sort of vibe. And I am very excited about it. Are you done? Did you get through the mine? I did not. We are talking about Good Society, Max Ryder. Did not finish getting through the mine, and it turns out I do not have my bedroll, so I cannot sleep. So we're in trouble. Luckily, I think I've got a bunch of coffee, but that will not help me forever. So just noting it. The Emma Forget-Me-Not expansion is inspired by things like Wuthering Heights, Anna Karenina, basically stories that span an entire lifetime. So rather than a really short time period, but the rise and fall of fortunes, people going off to sea, coming back years later, stormy weather, all of that kind of stuff. And I'm very excited by it. Yes, so I'm really excited to see how that will play. Crit Twitch says, I'm not sure how long the run on Critical Misses was. Wish our XO was here. Oh, I would love to know it. Yeah. Pendragon does that as well. So I'm really excited about that. I should go and find out how long the Critical Misses was, because most of the ones I've seen have been short, right? They've been 4 to 6. 2 to 6 has been what most of the ones I've seen have been. And I'm really excited to actually really use all the bits and pieces in Good Society, including internal struggles, which I'm so excited about. That said, I'm gonna go eat my food because it is time for me to eat food, and then I'm gonna do some work, and some of that work is gonna have to do with good society upon the Hexhamshire moors. I've been doing that in our Dark Ages game on smaller scales. It started in 1002 and now we're up to 1004. Usually gloss over the winters. Nice, 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 nice. How long have you been streaming? Like how long's it been going on? Because we are ending season 5. Season 5 did not take of Colos did not take place over a long period of time, only a couple of weeks. So we will see. I imagine season 6. Well, I don't know when we'll start in season 6. Maybe not.
Sorry, could you say that again?
No, I'm not talking to you. I don't know. Season 6 probably won't. We probably won't skip too far in advance because there's some things that are happening I want to get to. So that said, my friends, I'm gonna go. You can find me on here. I've got all my socials. Boom. Socials. Right. So we have a Discord. Join me on just Discord. You can find me on the YouTube at Trooper SJP, Twitter Trooper SJP. There's a Patreon at Academic Foxhole, which goes to pay for the cast of the show and also, you know, the Frithiel for um, graphic design, etc., etc. And I've got some exciting things happening over the summer. I've got my July situation, I think, pretty much lined up. I've got to get on the the post Colos stuff to see what's up there. So anyway, but although now that we have that extra episode, Colos is probably going to end in the middle of June, so there probably won't be that much time, which means we might the we will see. We will see. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat food. Yes, I will. January 2021 we started 25 sessions so far. Oh, nice. But some of them were reading about Romans. Oh, interesting. They played what they were reading with other characters. Oh, that's very cool. That's fun. I love that kind of stuff. All right, I'm gonna go eat some food. All right, everybody. Take care of yourselves, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye, everybody.